There we go. There it is. Hey, thank you so much. Zims Guitars. How you doing, man?
Johnny Beane, how you doing?
I am great. Although I had a little too much iced tea today.
Oh, iced tea.
Iced tea, so I'm a little caffeined up, which is not good.
No,
not
that's
good for
all right,
me.
man. That'll be fine.
Hmm.
We'll be super excitable tonight.
Yes.
Or this afternoon.
Yeah. Well, afternoon for us.
Yeah.
5 p.m. Well, 5 p.m. for me out here in Santa Cruz. Are you 5 p.m. or are you 6 p.m.?
5 p.m. for me here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Right on,
Mesa,
man.
Mesa, Arizona.
Right on. Dude, I'm going to have to come visit you sometime.
Oh, man, that'd be so cool. We could do videos together.
Yep. Yep. It would be awesome because, our friend Laz, he's been there.
Laz has been here. And
McKnight.
Rock Daddy's in here all
Rock
the time.
Daddy. Yeah.
Mega Todd 707 comes in.
Really?
Yeah. Rico B comes in here all the time.
Right.
And yeah, we've got a lot of people from the chat that kind of hang out.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, everybody. We're on time tonight. We're on time. Screw it, It's my channel. We're on time. So, hey, everybody. It is, June 28th, 2022, 8:03 p.m. Eastern, 5:03 Pacific. And are you Mountain?
No,
you know
what? We don't see that whole daylight savings time thing. So we pretty much stay. It's weird what happens in Arizona, but right now we are Pacific time.
Cool. Very cool. I lived in Arizona. I was actually born in Phoenix. So I lived there the first 9 years of my existence. And I remember it being very hot, but I don't remember it really being like it wasn't a problem. I mean, it was just all the pictures of me. I'm never wearing shoes and my hair is red. That's all I know. And tan. Always tan.
It's funny how some things don't stay in your memory of how hot it is. No, I have memories of being a little tiny kid, like 6 years old, and the water in the gutter at the side of the street, stepping in it rained or something, stepping in that water, and it was hot. And I remember that as a little tiny 6-year-old kid or something. And one day I also, because we lived in Tempe, Arizona, when again I was 6, and then we moved to California, and then we went back to Ohio. But I have a few memories of us being in Arizona as a little tiny kid. So one time I hit the curb and I wrecked my tricycle, and I still have the stitches right here on my chin, right here.
So you're originally from there? Sort of?
No, not really. My parents moved a lot, and so I was like 3 or 4 years old, and my younger brother was born here, but I was born in Ohio. But my parents loved to move around.
But I would think you have no memory about Ohio, but you have memories of being there.
Yes.
So there you go. I mean, I would say you're from there. That's what I would say. Well, cool. Cool. You want to start it?
Let's start it.
We got cards. We got cards to read here. Hey, actually, lately I've been doing this just for real quick. There we go.
That is so futuristic.
Thank you. I actually did the music for that too. That's actually me on keyboard. Let's see. What do we do here? We say hello. Who's banging? Do you hear that? Somebody's banging on the ceiling.
Maybe it's maybe it's John Mancuso wanting to come in. Hey, let me in.
Maybe. I don't see him here. He's not here. But hey, let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Beane TV here on YouTube. We have a channel membership program. You can help support the channel, support these shows. And the top tier are the executive producers, and they are Dave Ennis, Vinyl Freak 5150, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB&J Cat, Wayno, Steve-O 5150, False Flag, Sherman Callahan, Andy Carson, Michael B., R. Habs, Warlag, The Chad, Lawrence Christensen, Lenny Lou and Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Paul Martin Woods, Stephen Franklin, Fabulous Disaster, Michael Smith, The Captain, Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, Jim Murray Hawkins, David Allen Wright, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael. Now, you know, Mancuta's going to want to do that when he comes on here in a minute or two.
Or 10.
Okay. We can do it over again. It's all good.
We can do it over.
Sure.
So we got channel members and any super chats that change the color of these lights back here in the guitar moire will help support the channel, support these shows. So there's an option for you right there in real time. And let's say if you want to send us a text or give us a call during the show, 415-952-3263 is the number. And what else? Facebook. I got to rearrange all these cards. John Beane TV Facebook page. We are also live. We have Facebook Stars, which is a digital gift that helps in the production of these shows. And we're also live in the exclusively Van Halen group under 63,000 members, EVH Gear Live group, and page, Johnny Beane TV group, and so on. And this is also a podcast, so you can actually listen to these shows on iHeart, on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, TuneIn, probably wherever you get your regularly scheduled podcast. That's where you can listen or download these shows.
I highly recommend listening to this on a podcast when you're on a long cruise somewhere. I just went all the way over and played a gig in LA over the weekend, and if you listen to this show on your car radio, and it's so much better than actually seeing us.
Mm-hmm.
It really is, man. The sound effects that you throw in there. And when my man Kid is on here making all kinds of fun jokes, and it is really, I mean, you're cruising around in your car, you're on a road trip, listen to these shows, even if it's one from months and months ago. There he is.
Yes. Yeah, getting roadhead while you're driving or something. Just, Johnny Beane's on.
Do a shot every time he says.
Well, John's here, everybody.
Penis.
And the show takes a dive downward.
Yeah. But hey, welcome, man.
Welcome, everybody. Talking
John,
guitars,
how are you?
80s metal live. It's been a hectic day. That's all. Happy to be here. That's all that matters. Just been a hectic day otherwise. I'm here. The Rhino's here. You're here.
I am.
And let me tell you something. I am guaranteed right now the best dress. Let me see what you guys are wearing. Let me see what you. All right, that's a good one. Johnny, what are you wearing?
I got this at the NAMM show 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Johnny, what are you wearing?
They were handing those out. I was like, yes, please. Give me an EVH shirt.
The guitar shop in Santa Cruz.
We're all dressed nice, but you know what? I think I'm the best dressed guy here tonight. Let me tell you why.
Oh, I see.
I've got. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Blam!
Damn, I look good. I look good. Kind of hard. I look good in my Zim's guitar shirt. Thank you, Dane.
It makes your breasts bigger.
It really does feel like they're perkier and fuller, right? I certainly feel that if this got wet, I would be the belle of the ball sack, without question. And I'll tell you something, Mama Kuda, she's so freaking over the moon with hers. I mean, that's the whole thing, is she really, really wanted one. She just loves Dane. And I wish she loved me as much as she loves Dane, but it's not to be. but I'll tell you what, it's a good-looking shirt, and thank you, Dane.
You are very welcome. Glad you like it.
Thank you, man, for sure. Thank you. I like it a lot, and like I said, Mama Kuda, I'll tell you what, she shocked the shit out of me this morning. She comes walking out of the shower in nothing but a Zim's guitar shirt and a smile this morning. And I was like, Mom, no, look at my shirt. Look, it's Dane. Look, it looks so good. Jesus, Mom. And I thought Mom was, riding into town on a yak, but she was just unshaven. It was just, it was
gross.
Crazy. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. Oh, my life. This is my life.
Well, I'm super glad that she likes it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, she loves it. Seriously. She's like very excited to have it. She was every day until the mail got here. She was asking me, what's in the mail today? Did my Zim shirt come? I was like, no, Ma, today you got some bills and, I don't know. You may have already won Publishers Clearinghouse. Oh. Yeah, but once that came, she's like, is that the Zim shirt? Oh. And very excited. Did he give me a small? I am a small. Did he know I'm a small? Did you tell him I'm a small? Is it a small? Does it say small? Yeah, and then we got into. See, I just throw mine on out of the package. I throw mine on. I'm ready to go. I'm happy camper.
Right.
Mama Kuda, she's like, do you smell that? What smell what? You don't smell nothing? What is it? Your vagina? No. It smells like vinegar. I smell vinegar. Vinegar. I don't know. Maybe Dane washes the shirts and douches. I don't know. Well, I need to wash it first, and then she washed it and it smelled okay. But I don't know. But I think it's just the printing rubber or whatever the fuck it is. But
it is that came straight from Teespring.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just like the the rubber that this is made of. It's like a rubber coating. It's probably what it smells like. I'm used to that because I wear just graphic t-shirts. That's like my 90% of the time go-to outfit is like
I have nothing else but
t-shirt.
Black t-shirts in my closet all the way across.
Just colorful graphics. I have superheroes and Smurfs and Star Wars and just a geek's geek. I'm a geek's geek, but like I'm used to that smell. She's like, do you smell that? What's that smell? I don't know. So she's very happy with it now, though. She gave it a wash and now she's like living in it. I don't think any man will be able to peel her out of it on a first date. So I'm kind of happy about that.
Mm-hmm. They're great shirts. Although shirts. Dane gave me mine personally at Maury's, I think. So I don't think mine came directly from Teespring, so it didn't have the vinegar scent.
I remember you got yours when we were at Maury's. It was like 3 years ago or something. I remember that. And Dane, I remember those EVH shirts too. Huh?
It was wasn't it the NAMM show winter of 2020 or was it
January 2020, yeah.
I think that's when it was.
Before it all hit the fan, January of 2020. I think that's also when we got those EVH shirts, if I remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember the guy over at EVH is like, "Oh man, Kuda, come in the back," and he's like, "I got a couple of shirts left. Do you want one or two of them?" I was like, "How many do you want to give me?" He's like, "Well, how many friends do you got with you?" I'm like, "A lot. Give me, I'll take whatever you got." And I got like, one for I know I got one for Johnny. I think I got one for Nesdal. I got my girlfriend at the time one. Whoever I could get one, I got like 7 of them, I think. And I just
was it the tote bag version?
Yes,
because we had the EVH Charvel Jackson tote bags that also came with guitar
Various
picks.
shirts. Right. And they were giving out either Jackson shirts or whatever, but the EVH ones they ran out of, and he had a few more in the back. And I remember like specifically him saying, well, how many do you have friends for? I'm like, I got like 20 people I could give it out. Give me whatever you can. I'll make sure they get them.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that. But that was very cool. Speaking of something that we got for free, once again, thank you, James G, because all week I have been listening to the new Def Leppard CD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Diamond Star Halos. I did it the way I like it, just sitting in my car, chillaxing, reading the liner notes, and that's how a CD should be listened to. That really is. Just reading the lyrics, see those? I care about that stuff. This stuff makes me happy. So I was really happy and grateful to James G to step up.
So what about the lyric content? Is that written by Joe Elliott, or who writes all the lyrics in that band?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Let's see. Def Leppard is. I know who Def Leppard is. Thank you. Now let's see. I guess different songs are written by different guys. Let's see.
Glasses.
Totally. Yeah. No, I'm totally in the dark here. It's like all the lights coming from my screen, but there's none like coming from behind me. So it's like, let's see. Can I, yeah, I know, right? Written by...
I'm like, what are you doing, John? Sitting in the car? You've been out in the car for like hours now.
I know, and it's nothing. It's no one but me. She's like calling all our relatives. He's out in the car masturbating on the driveway. The neighbors are going crazy. He's out there. Seriously, I see the car is on. He's probably running the air conditioning. He's all alone. There's no girls in there with him. I'm telling you, he's masturbating on our driveway. The neighbors are looking. I'm sure of it. Waiting for the cops to drive by. We got a call. Some woman was.
Let's see.
Well, all right, let me see. I'm just going to angle this monitor here. Okay, let's see. Written by Phil Collins, Sam Hollander. Written by Phil Collins, David Bassett. Written by Rick Savage and Joe Elliott. Written by
the bass players getting
Phil
in there.
Collins, written by Phil Collins and Joe Elliott. It looks like they spread it out between Phil Collins, Joe Elliott, and Rick Savage mostly. Let's see.
It also sounds like some Outside Riders, though, too.
Written by Joe Elliott, written by Phil Collins, Joe Elliott, written by Phil Collins and Joe Elliott. Written by Phil Collins, written by Phil Collins. Apparently, Phil Collins did the majority of the writing, probably followed by Joe Elliott. Written by Joe Elliott, Phil Collins and Joe Elliott.
So wait, this is lyrics and music?
I'm just going by it says under the song title, under each song title, written by. So
well, that means a lot when a band writes their own material.
Joe Elliott.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see, Allison. What is that word? Alison Krauss, featuring Alison Krauss. I'm sorry, featuring Alison Krauss. It seems to be all written by Phil Collins and Joe Elliott. One by Rick Savage as well. Let's see. Written by Rick Savage.
That song is just a low E string the entire time.
Oh, the bass player.
Written by Rick Savage. Looks like two by Rick Savage.
Okay, how's it go?
Looks like two by Rick Savage. And I'm surprised. I'm not seeing Vivian Campbell on the writing credits. I'm surprised at that. But I mean, Phil Collins is really the sound of
Is Vivian? Is he an actual member of the band?
He is.
I know he's been there since 1992, but I mean, I guess he's in the group photos, so maybe he is like an actual member of the band now.
Johnny's finally a believer. All right, I guess if you've stuck around that long, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's an official member of the band. I guess just Phil does the writing, and and that's pretty much it. I mean, Joe Elliott and Phil Collin seem to be the main writers, but yeah, no, Vivian's a member, and
I'm sure Vivian writes his own leads because he does a lot of lead work in there. And if Phil sat there and said, "Okay, now I want you to do this riff," there's no way. He's writing his own riffs. He's adding his parts to those songs. He could honestly probably have writer's credit in there, like Van Halen used to do.
Technically, writing solos isn't really writer's credit for a song.
Yeah, I know, but
the person that writes the three chords, how the song goes, that's technically the writer.
And the lyrics.
Yeah, but I would think in a two guitar band, like say with Phil Collin and Vivian Campbell, they're probably sitting there working out their leads together.
Yeah, and
I don't think they're writing the stuff separately.
And Joe Elliott does play acoustic on the album sometimes, so that probably also is, some parts are written by him, I would imagine, like that.
I thought it was super cool how Van Halen did it. They listed off all four of the guys in the band on every song.
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, some bands do it that way. Some bands just like, look, I wrote this, I'm getting, residual credit for the writing as well as my time playing live with the band. And some guys are just like, okay, you're on the album and you're playing and you're doing your parts, you're the drummer, you're the other guitarist, whatever, but you're not getting writing credit for things you didn't write, But it depends. Bacon Jr. brings up Vivian has written songs on past Def Leppard albums. There you go. So there you go. By the way, did we do roll call and
no,
and thank the executive producers?
Yes,
let's do it.
Yeah, we did that.
We didn't play these. You didn't play our song.
Oh,
that we start every show with.
How does that go?
You didn't play the intro song?
Thank you so much again.
All right. So now we got the intro song.
We're officially started now.
We're officially started. All right, so we thank the executive producers. We did that? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm coming in a few minutes late here. So, all right. So thank the executive producers. Let's see. Roll call. I see everybody. And, Picani, we love you a long time. And let's see. Linny Lou and Mary, hope you're feeling better, Linny Lou. And happy birthday, big happy birthday to Joe Hervey, my Jew homie from Long Island, my hometown homie, my Jewish homeboy, my fellow tribe member. Happy birthday, brother. Very cool that you were spending it with us. If it were me, I'd be, I don't know. I have no friends. I'd probably be here too. So, yeah.
Joe, is today your birthday? Is it today?
Yes.
Or was it yesterday?
Yes. No, it's today.
Okay.
My Long Island Jew homie. He's my hometown boy. He's my fellow Jew, and he's my homeboy. Covers it all.
Nice.
Yeah. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday. Yeah, a lot of June birthdays. Laz and I were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, well, it was, it's a lonely winter. Everyone likes to fuck. So there you go.
Looks like Paul's got a new nickname, Neandergon.
Aw.
Yeah.
Neander where?
All right.
We miss you, Paul.
We do miss Paul.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? I'm gonna tell him the next time I see him. What the hell, dude?
Anyway, let's see.
He's a lot bigger than me, though, so
Yeah.
he'll beat you up.
And you're bigger than me.
I know, but I'm not a fighter.
Smurfs are bigger than Johnny.
You know, Neanderthal, man, he was a professional wrestler. He could pick you up and like pile drive you and stuff.
Paulie's a big boy, man.
Yeah.
Paulie's tall, similar, not quite as tall as me, but not far off, I don't think. And he's broad. He's like a linebacker. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was saying, writing. Thank you everyone in the chat. Sorry we missed full roll call, but let's see. Eric and
everybody say hi.
Everybody.
Let us know where you're watching from tonight. That's what does it. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat.
Neanderthal.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Anyway, so I'm listening to Def Leppard, and people have been emailing me like, you know, since I got it, since the end of last week's show. You know, what do I think? So I've been really trying to keep an open mind on it, because I know, you know, an album like this, you got to listen to a couple of times to really kind of make a fair assessment of.
I just listened to it once.
You got to listen to it more than once.
Dane, did you hear it yet?
Yes, I listened to 2 or 3 of the ones that was on
YouTube.
Yeah, I watched some of the YouTube videos and did some of that, and then I watched some of the live stuff from the summer concert.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think?
I think if it was 1984, 85, 86, it would be the biggest album of their career.
Okay, so you think it's kind of like in the
really?
Yes, it is really good.
You know what they wrote in '86, right?
Sure,
well, 86 was Pyromania.
Sugar on Me and all that stuff.
Well, no,
Hysteria.
actually,
I'm gonna mute.
No, Hysteria wasn't Hysteria 87.
That's when it came out.
And Pyromania was 84.
84, but Hysteria was written in '86.
Okay, I mean, okay. Look, here's the gist. What did you think of it, Johnny?
I think if you're a heavy Def Leppard fan, you'd be happy with it. I know there's been a lot of Def Leppard records that have come out over the years that I haven't even heard. So, you know, with Def Leppard, I mean, the last album I bought was Hysteria, you know, and for me, that Def Leppard is Hysteria. Nothing's going to top it. Mm-hmm. But I think if the fans have been with them, the hardcore fans from the beginning, all through the 90s, all through, you know, past however long, you know, they're probably happy with that. You know, I think there was a couple songs on there that really, I mean, I'm like, this is Def Leppard, you know. But like I was saying though, I think their hardcore audience is probably used to their music in the past 25 years, which has probably changed a little bit. Let me just say, this is my first time really listening to Def Leppard again since Hysteria.
Okay.
So I was a little surprised, but I thought some of it was pretty good.
Okay. I mean, here's my gist. My favorite albums, my favorite period, I'm gonna say, and I said this last week, was Hysteria and Adrenalize. That's my favorite period. And I consider those two pretty much the same type of music, and follow it right with Pyromania. You know, because it's like, obviously Hysteria was, you know, look, it was 11 number 1 hits. You're never going to beat that album. Adrenalize seemed to be very similar flavor to Hysteria. Not quite as commercially good, but really good. I loved a lot of it. I really love that album in general. So I consider them in the same family. And then after that, my favorite would be Pyromania, because that's why I considered like their breakout album, you know, Rock of Ages and Photograph. And I mean, they're incredible songs.
Mm-hmm.
I love High and Dry, which came before Pyromania. So I'm kind of going backwards, really, in time of how much I like them, you know. And then, I didn't like it all on Through the Night. I didn't like it at all. So, looking
Thank
at
you, False
this,
Flag.
False flag.
Thank you, False Flag. Love you too, my brother. Looking at this, and what's the one with the skull mirror? I forgot that title because I like that one a lot too.
Retroactive.
Retroactive. Okay, I like that one a lot too. I mean, look, I'm a big Def Leppard fan. I mean, I like a lot of their stuff. I didn't like On Through the Night. Slang was not a great album. Neither was X.
Most of this stuff in the middle, I've never even heard of any of this.
I have it. I bought it, just to see if, whatever. This I consider, other than the soundtrack song of Two Steps Behind, this I consider the most recent high watermark for Def Leppard in a long time. And it's not that their stuff was bad after Adrenalize and Retroactive. It's that it was just different, And this I consider more to a return of a lot of the rock stuff. Now, with that said, this is a very various genre album. So there's stuff I like in it and stuff I just skip right past. And I'm not really sure how it got that way. Like, okay, Take What You Want, I think, is a great track. That's the leading track of the album. Kick was the first single. Kick was the first single they released. I think that's terrific.
Great
very,
song.
very addictive. Fire It Up is very cool. Kind of a, middle of the road, not bad Def Leppard song. Not as good as Take What You Want or Kick. And then you get to the fourth track of This Guitar, and it lost me on that. I actually really don't like the song. It's kind of country.
Because that's where they went country on you. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was just like, it's almost like you're fucking someone, and suddenly, like, you're a few minutes in and you're fucking and you're having a good time, and then someone blows a big fart, And that track 4, I think, was the.
So you have met my girlfriend.
There you go. See?
And that's the Alison Krauss song.
Yeah, and I was not a fan of it at all. I mean, like, I literally don't like the song.
Did you try it, or was it a
skip?
skip?
I played the entire album over and over multiple times, trying to give everything a fair shake. And you want to know what? The favorite song of mine that has emerged from the album, the one I find myself rewinding again and again and again, is one of the ballads. And there's a bunch of ballads on here. Some okay, some average, nothing really special, except track 8, I find is my personal favorite song of the album. And, like I said, I love the first 2 tracks, especially first 3 tracks, really. It's good stuff. It really is. But Goodbye for Good this time is just one of those ballads, and I'm a guy who loves and appreciates a really good sad rock ballad, something that's kind of poignant and emotional, and every bad boy has their sensitive side, and this one is mine. I happen to like that track a lot. I don't know if you guys in the chat have heard the whole album, but I really like that song as my favorite. And then there's others that are, kind of average, kind of good. Overall, though, I think if you're going to compare it to past albums, it's very, very similar to the High and Dry period, which I like. I like the High and Dry period. But like Dane said, in the early 80s, that's where this really falls. And it's not as hard edge as Pyromania. It's not as commercial or high pitch and chorus effects as Hysteria or Adrenalize. I think High and Dry is really the closest that this is like, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. If you like Def Leppard's High and Dry, I think you'll really like this album.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I listened to it. I take this drive from Santa Cruz up to Walnut Creek every Monday. So I have, an hour and a half to 2 hours to drive, there, each way. And I did listen to this album all the way through on the way up. I think one of the problems, not with the record itself, but with the CD, when I play the CD in my car, it doesn't say what the song title is. Okay. So I just heard these songs just as songs. Like I had no idea what they were called unless the chorus kept going on and on, Mm-hmm. Although I do remember looking at some of these titles. There was a song called Liquid Dust. I remember hearing that and just kind of being like, yeah.
Yeah, some of them wasn't a favorite of mine.
Some of them because I'm driving, I'm not going to just hit skip because that's what kills some of the time of the drive for me. So I did listen to it all the way through, and I would say from what I remember, I would say maybe the first song, Take What You Want, that was probably the strongest track. That one, and then there was one later on. There was something later on that had a rock riff to it.
All We Need Is Good.
That was pretty Def Leppard.
All We Need Is Good. That's very Def Leppard sounding. And remember something. Here's the thing. Remember that Joe Elliott is not singing in his higher range anymore. So Take What You Want. You wouldn't pick up that that's Joe Elliott's voice off the top of your head if you're listening for something like Armageddon It or Hysteria or something. It's not sounding like that. Mm-hmm. It's definitely in a lower register.
Mm-hmm. So far, we got 50% of 22 votes that are saying they have not heard this.
But it just came out. I mean, keep in mind, it's a brand new album. They're touring it,
It's not that new, though, right? When did this officially come out?
Lindy Lynch, you're in early. Alison Krauss, she's on the 4th track. It's
John's favorite song.
It's literally my least favorite song on there.
And she's also on the 13th track there.
Yeah.
And that song is lifeless.
Yeah.
It's got as much life as David Crosby's penis, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Now Allison did a lot of stuff with the Led Zeppelin guy, the singer.
Plant.
What was his name? Yeah, Robert Plant did a lot of stuff with him. They had an album together.
And listen, it's not that she's a bad artist. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying that, looking objectively as a Def Leppard album, there's things on here I really like, and there's some that, I just kind of cruise along with and, no big deal. And then there's some I dislike, and the ones I dislike seem to have Alison Krauss.
Well, you know what, though? They're English guys, and they're English gents, and they really appreciate and admire an artist like Alison Krauss. And when you get a chance to just work with somebody like that for 2 songs, you jump at the chance. They admire her, even though us Americans probably could give a rat's ass. They admire this person, and they wanted to work with her, and so they got their wish came true.
And the reason they do that is to get some of their audience. Like it brings in her audience to buy the record,
and all the people that enjoy the Robert Plant, Alison Krauss stuff.
No, look, Jeff Beck is on Ozzy's upcoming album, and we'll be talking about that later today. Also, I got a little taste of that. But with that said, going back to Def Leppard, it's not anything personal against Alison Krauss. It just happens to be like the track that I literally, now that I've heard it multiple times, I've read the liner notes, I know what I like and don't like. Literally, track 4, the first Alison Krauss song, is one I literally hit skip on. I just
you never know.
Like
Someday there could be a day where that song is in a movie or it does something to get your attention again, and it could become your favorite song of all time.
No, it's not.
You never know how
No, I know.
Music works like that, though. Sometimes something happens, and some heavy metal dude, suddenly his favorite band is The Cure. or some strange
Listen,
thing.
Dane, I know so much I dislike this song that if I'm hanging off a cliff, about to fall into a pit of boiling lava, and Arnold Schwarzenegger comes up and goes, I've got you, Mancuda. Oh, no, I can't reach you. I've got to extend my reach. Quick, grab the single of track 4 from Def Leppard. Here, grab onto the single. No, I can't do it, Arnold. I can't do it. You've got to. No, nothing will make me reach for that single. That's it. Grab the kildo. Yeah, nothing will make me play that song. And make no mistake, there's some country music that I could totally enjoy. Like really cool stuff out there from some artists that, it's twangy and it's fun and it's guitar rocking and it's upbeat. And I'll be like, bouncing around. Yeah, I can listen to this. That's cool. This is not one of those. This is one of those just kind of downer, twang. It's not happening for me.
So we played at the Whiskey a Go-Go Saturday. And this giant Def Leppard poster is hanging up in the green room. And I'm like,
nice.
Oh my God, I need to stand in front of that.
Sure. That's a cool one.
Giant, small stage. There's the new album. This is up in the green room at the Whiskey
awesome.
Go-Go. And I'm like, oh shit, give me my sunglasses. I got to try to look cool.
You're playing the Whiskey, man. Of course you look cool.
Yeah.
Take this pitch before they kick us out of here.
I know, really. Who's that guy? Security.
Some of those places, once you're done off the stage, they kick you out of the venue.
Yeah. Especially if there's like a big act coming in. It's like, hey, can I stay in the green room? No. Get your shit.
The Whiskey has 3 rooms up there. So the headliner has their own room. And so, you know.
They get the
you
big
can
room.
hang out in the other rooms, but there's really nothing to do in the other rooms. They smell a little bit like vomit.
Try to have a glass to the wall and see if the headliner's saying anything cool.
Yeah.
What's Ringo saying?
Paul McCartney just played. The man's 80, and he just played Donington or something. I mean, he just played, and he's playing for 2.5 hours. That's Paul McCartney. So for those that say you can't do it when you're 80, Paul McCartney says otherwise. And he was playing with I think Bruce Springsteen and
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl
got on stage with him the first time since Taylor has passed away. So Dave Grohl did get up on stage with Paul. They did 3 or 4 songs. And, so Dave's at this turning point. What do I do now? Do I hire a new drummer and continue with the Goo Goo Dolls? Do I just do solo album stuff?
What?
Dave Grohl and the Goo Goo Dolls.
Continue with the Goo Goo Dolls.
All right. Here's not the Goo Goo Dolls, the Foo Fighters. I always did that. I always do the Goo Goo Dolls.
I was waiting until someone caught it.
Foo Fighters. Okay.
The Goo Goo Dolls haven't been relevant for 25 years.
Dolls?
I know. I don't know.
Dave Grohl is joining the Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. Okay. No. He's got the opportunity to hire a new drummer.
He was joining
the Foo Dolls.
So the Foo Fighters can continue.
I thought Dave Grohl was going to take George's place in the Beatles, and they were going to reform.
Or should Dave Grohl just go solo from here on out? Or should he go back to being the drummer of the Foo Fighters?
Of the Goo Goo Dolls?
Yeah. So he's sort of, I don't know. It's kind of up to you what you guys think he should do, but.
I think they're going to
continue. I've
continue.
always done that for some reason. I've always messed up the Foo Fighters and the Goo Goo Dolls, and they really have nothing to do with each other. But I've always done
Well,
that.
it's the names Foo and Goo.
Maybe that's it.
Because it's the rhyme.
Listen, don't mix that up. Because when you order Chinese food, someone's going to jerk off in your moo goo guy pan. And, let's see. Zeke brought up a great point. I didn't even hear of this. Glastonbury Festival recently, Steve Vai joined Whitesnake on stage for the first time in years. And that's personally one of my favorite Whitesnake albums is Slip of the Tongue with Steve Vai. So I'm going to look for video for that.
Same here.
I'm going to look for video for that. Thank you for pointing that out. That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
No, I think that's very, very cool. Let's see. Going back to Def Leppard. So look, at the end of the day, I recommend it. I think it's a high point for Def Leppard that they haven't reached in years. Some songs you'll totally dig. Some songs, meh. But while it's a mixed bag, the good stuff is really good. And like I said, highlights from the album, the first few tracks, and then goodbye for good this time.
But how literally for the CD? Goodbye for good. But no, like how big of a Def Leppard? Like, do you consider yourself like a massive like fanatic?
I mean those.
With Def Leppard, not personally.
From as far as personally, regarding Def Leppard, I mean, from Pyromania to Adrenalize, those 3 albums are some of the finest, hard rock music ever made, without question, in my mind. So I'm a massive fan.
Most rock fans would agree with that.
High and Dry I like. Retroactive I like. A couple of other random songs I like. So I'm a pretty big Def Leppard fan. Yeah, I would say so.
Do you even know what most of this stuff is?
I have most of those.
I have most of those.
That doesn't mean I like most of those, but I bought most of those.
Like, what are those? I've never even heard of this.
Mirrorball.
Oh, they have a lot of live
albums. Some of those are live albums. That one right there is a video.
I think that album Slang had a hit song on it. At least got some radio.
Was that is that where Two Steps Behind came from?
These are all best ofs. They've done nothing but live records and best ofs.
Can you show us what's on that Slang album right there? The Dark
Totally. X was also another one.
Yeah, let's see what the what songs are on that.
Let's see. From that,
Truth, Slang.
Working out, Breathe Aside, Deliver Me.
That one is everything.
I don't recognize any singles from there. Go to the retroactive one, Johnny.
What year was this?
I'm gonna guess that was about
in the
2006 or something.
Go to which one?
Retroactive, the one with the skull in the mirror. Because I know that had at least one hit.
This one. I do remember my drummer at the time when this came out had this album.
It's a great album.
I do remember that.
Let's see.
Two Steps Behind. I remember hearing that one.
So that's the big one from there.
That's the only one out of that.
Fractured Love was also good.
They got Ring of Fire on there. I wonder if it's like, are they doing covers? They did a bunch of covers for a while. They had an album with a bunch of cover tunes. I remember the Badfinger song. I think maybe it was Come and Get It or something, but they did that, or it was the other one.
Come and Get Some Badfinger. That sounds like a first date I've been on.
Or, yeah, Two Steps Behind. That got a little bit of radio. It did okay for them.
Okay, Bacon Jr. says Slang was 1996, and that was their alternative album. So this was a period where every band that was metal was trying to be alternative. All the hard rock bands were basically, Metallica tried an alternative, Kiss tried an alternative. That was Def Leppard's. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, look, overall, it's been just kind of cruising along. There's been nothing that stood out to me. Like I said, Retroactive was good. Other than that, Adrenalize was the last one I really enjoyed. There was something on Euphoria I liked as well. Go to Euphoria.
I've never even heard this one. Demolition Man. That's not the Police song, is it? Did they cover the Police tune?
Promises, begging your fist goodbye. All night paper son, it's only love.
Day After Day. There's a Badfinger song.
I'm trying to remember what I liked on that album, but there was something I liked there. That was 99. And that got some. Scroll to the bottom. to the notes section.
Don't know.
There we go. Charted 11.
Does anybody know? Is that Demolition
100.
Man? Is that the Police song?
Additional musicians, Mutt Lange.
If it is, I'm going to check it out.
Mutt Lange was
still
on,
part
let's
of
see.
them.
Promises and All Night had Mutt Lange. Okay. I don't remember what I liked on there. There was something on there I liked, but it wasn't a standout album. You know, like I said, Diamond Star Halos has some standout songs. You know, it's got, like I said, it's got the flavor of High and Dry, you know, which I generally like. But
And, you know, because of the last 2 years and everybody being shut down, it gave these bands a lot of time to work on stuff.
oh, sure, that doesn't mean they did the most with
so
it. Look, I think the bet,
a lot
you know,
of
I
bands
think
have good records out right now.
I think a lot of bands were able to get good stuff out of the pandemic shutdown time. I mean, AC/DC came out with a great album. Iron Maidens, I liked a lot. Their new album. I liked Diamond Star Halos. I liked Ozzy's album during the pandemic. You know, there was some really good stuff that people were recording during the pandemic. Aldo Nova came to life and brought out some good stuff.
You mean literally?
No, Aldo Nova, you know, I mean, you don't hear about Aldo Nova a lot other than production nowadays, but he was basically, you know, playing some live stuff. You know, Bon Jovi had one good song out there that he was doing acoustically during the shutdowns. I mean, you know, it brought out some good music. You know, some people really used their time wisely, and others were like, you know, we're not getting together with our bandmates, and, you know, Vince Neil got fat and didn't practice. So, I mean, you know, what do you do? But let's shift gears real quick to Ozzy, because just before the show started, I heard the title track of his new upcoming album that, again, he recorded recently, Patient Number 9, and it's fucking good. It's really good, and it's got a cool video that you guys can watch on YouTube and check it out. It's basically like, you know, the way Iron Maiden had an animated video that looked real cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Writing on the Wall.
Yeah, it's animated.
Okay.
I never saw that one.
Ozzy's new video for Patient Number 9. This just got released. I literally saw it like before we went on the air today. So it's like I'm just seeing it today. And the song is good. I think it's good. I like stuff like that. Jeff Beck is doing the guitar work, which I think is an odd fit, because I don't know. I have to listen to it a few times, which I haven't done yet, to hear the
Sharon!
yeah. Sharon sat on my face and it looks like this now.
When I'm a ghost, Sharon, you'll know who I am when I come to haunt you.
Patient Number 9 is a mix of live action Ozzy and animation, and the animation is done by Todd McFarlane. If you're a comic book guy, you know Todd McFarlane. He did Spider-Man. He drew Spider-Man. He drew Spawn. He created Spawn, and he did a Spawn animated series that lasted a few seasons. And this is very similar to that Spawn animated series in the way it's animated. It's got basically an animated Ozzy Osbourne, and it's pretty fucking good. And I really liked it. And it's interesting. Ozzy, in one point, goes to bite off the head of a bat and then thinks about it and doesn't, and then finds himself in the hands of a giant bat, in the claws of a giant bat, and he bites Ozzy's head off, which I thought was pretty funny. You know, it's a fun moment. The thing I'm a little thrown off by it. The song itself is good. I mean, so let's just get that out of the way. The solo, I'm maybe spoiled by Ozzy having solos from, you know, guys like Randy and Jake and
metal guitar players.
Yeah, and Jeff Beck is doing the guitar work on it, And I don't know. I wasn't impressed with the solo. Maybe I'm just, maybe I have to hear it a few more times, but like I wasn't really like big into the solo for the song. The song itself, really into it, really dig it, totally like it. I have high hopes for the album. If it's anything like Ozzy's last album, I think it'll be great. I loved Ozzy's last album. I'm just looking and I'm like, something about that solo just isn't hitting me where it should, the way some of the others did.
I've never really been a Jeff Beck fan. I mean, there's never been anything where I'm like, whoa, did you hear that?
Yeah, same
awesome.
here.
I have. Oh, you have?
Yeah, what's the Ronnie Scott? Live at Ronnie Scott's.
Live at Ronnie Scott's?
Yeah. A man, he's 70 years old. And fucking
he's good for 70. Jeff Beck's 70 years old?
At least 70.
So did you like the guitar solo better than the Alison Krauss Def Leppard song, though?
Listen, overall, the Ozzy song is great. It's a good song. I don't want anyone to be like, man, Kuda, you didn't like that song? No, I love the song. I'm just saying the solo of the song didn't blow me away the way that I usually am by Ozzy's guitarists. I mean, Ozzy always picks out these amazing, metal guitarists that, always seem to bring it for me. And just for some reason, as good as I know Jeff Beck is, like ability wise, I just don't know if his solo fit into that song. Now, the rest of the guitar work through the song, I think, is great.
Yeah, but he's on an Ozzy song.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a heavy metal.
And therein lies the rub.
Playing jazz or what do they call it? The
Progressive.
Fusion.
Yeah, look, Tube Soupy, I'm not saying Jeff Beck isn't a great guitarist. I know he's upper echelon, top tier.
I know, I've heard that he is.
A-list.
I know, I keep hearing everybody say such great things about him.
Who has actually heard Jeff Beck here?
I'm just saying, for me, for my own individual taste, I prefer a solo by someone like Zakk Wylde.
But again, this goes back to Def Leppard with Alison Krauss. There's people that you admire in the music business, and when that person comes around and you have a chance to work with them, you go ahead and you go for it. So Ozzy with Jeff Beck, they both wanted to do it. They both respect each other as musicians.
Sure.
They're like, let's do a song. It'll be great.
Yeah, no, look, I get Ozzy admires Jeff Beck. Ozzy's a different generation than I am. To me, Ozzy was one of my musical heroes, and so are his guitar players. And, Ozzy being older, likes a different type of music himself, like Jeff Beck, which is not a go-to for me. And, that's where the difference lies. I'm just saying it's a great song. Like, literally, it's a great song. Like, maybe 8 out of 10, 8.5, maybe. I really like the song. The solo was just kind of, it was okay. Just, it wasn't blowing me away the way, I'm listening to, freaking Ultimate Sin and Jakey Lee is wailing along.
Like
it's
wasn't
just
distorted enough or something?
Huh?
It wasn't fast enough?
It wasn't
A little too
wasn't
jazzy.
rock enough. It wasn't hard rock enough.
At what point
for
is
the
the
rest
solo?
of the song? For the rest of the song. I mean, Johnny, listen to it for a minute. Take a minute and listen to it. Patient number 9, Ozzy Osbourne. Tell me what you think of the song, and then when you hear the solo. I mean, it's a good song. Look, it's got a great rhythm. I'm into the song. It's got me going like this. It's great. The rhythm's good. I'm enjoying it. You
never know, John. Someday that might be your favorite song of all time. Something might happen.
It has a chance at least. I mean, it's Ozzy.
I just listened to 10 seconds of it. Hey, man.
Hi.
My buddy Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. What's up, man?
Beck is not a heavy metal player.
No.
And
He is a
therein lies the
fusion artist.
problem.
Yeah.
And there
You know
lies
what?
the problem.
Well, I know what your issue is because I just heard it.
Uh-huh.
It's too much of the pulling up on the whammy bar because that's what Jeff is known as.
Oh yeah,
Did
he,
you hear
he
the
doesn't use a
solo
pick.
or the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rhythm?
It's
Okay.
it's all no the solo. It's all like upper tremolo stuff. That's what Beck does a lot. You're not used to hearing that with Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm
Yeah,
used
Jeff
to hearing
doesn't
more
have a
shredding.
guitar pick where he's going to do. You can't hit a pinch harmonic without a guitar pick in your hand. So there's nothing going on like Zakk Wylde. So it's
Real, I can do it without a pick.
Well, Johnny, why
Hey,
didn't
you
Ozzy
use your
pick
thumb.
you?
oh
Huh?
Ozzy should have asked you, man.
I'll do it.
Has
this
anyone else in the chat heard this song yet? Because I love the song. I'm just taking some issue with the solo of the song. The rhythm is great. It's moving along. It's got me going. I love the video.
now what's going to happen is Jeff Beck is going to be like, okay, Ozzy and Sharon, now you guys got to pay me for that studio work that I did. And well,
Yeah,
hold
Jeff
on,
Beck.
Sharon will be, hold on, we
Ozzy-
were watching Johnny Beane.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
apparently you're pulling up on your whammy bar too much, and they don't think we should pay.
But that's classic Beck. I mean that sound.
Yeah.
That's his tone.
Tone.
So
you. Yeah.
I think it's. I heard it. I think it's great.
No,
I don't
and
have
listen,
a problem with it.
Bozique, I totally get that Ozzy is a fan of Beck. You'll forgive me, though. I'm a fan of Ozzy and what I'm used to Ozzy putting out, not what Ozzy likes for himself. I'm used to what Ozzy usually puts out for his fans. And that's where I love the song and I don't love the solo. And again, am I being nitpicky? Absolutely. Change my pamper. I'm being a whiny little baby. But if you listen to the song, some of you might agree with me. Some of you might not. Some of you may say, oh, that's very cool. I just prefer Ozzy to have a sound that I'm used to him having all through the years. And that's more of a metal sound. And through the song, it absolutely is. It's when it gets to the solo that it kind of makes a left turn. And I'm just like, where'd that go? And then it goes back to the song. You know, so I love the song.
Yeah, what it is, I know exactly what your issue is. It's because what Beck does.
Now it's an issue.
What Beck does, and he uses a lot of he uses a floating, not a Floyd, although I think he did have a Floyd, but he's using a Strat, so he pulls up a lot, which I do. You know, I'm using the Vega Trem now, which is awesome. I do a lot of that myself, so I'm doing kind of a Beck thing. He also does a lot of slide. So you're hearing a lot of like slide guitar type of stuff, which you're not used to hearing in an Ozzy song. I think it's adding more of like a blues type of feel to it.
I mean, I'm used to blues derived metal, you know. Hellface brings up the chorus is similar to Under the Graveyard. Yeah, it kind of is. And I thought that fit Ozzy's dark style very well. And Ozzy doing that chorus and that madman, you know, persona. I love it. I mean, that's Ozzy for me. He's the Prince of fucking Darkness. That's what I want in Ozzy. Yes. You know, I thought Under the Graveyard was great. And look, I think Patient Number 9 is a great song. 90% of it.
I know what your other issue
solo's
is
just
too.
a little weak for me. That's all.
Did you hear the song by itself first, or did you hear it with the music video?
With the music video.
That music video, the solo doesn't fit the vibe of the music video.
No, it doesn't.
The music video is way crazier than the.
Oh yeah,
that's
music
what
video
it
is great. The music video. I think Todd McFarlane did a great thing. Hats off to Ozzy. First of all, for making a good song, and I have high hopes for the whole album because it's Ozzy, and I love Ozzy.
What if Beck's on every solo on the new record?
No, look, some will be good, and some I'll be like,
You're like, bring
let's
back
put it
Alison
this way.
Krauss.
Let's put it this way. Would I listen to the song over and over and over? Yeah, because I love the fucking song. It's a great song. Again, I emphasize that it is a really good song. I just think the solo could have been something better. That's all. And, hats off to Ozzy. The guy's in pain right now, and he's doing all these, expressions on the video and coming out of the chair, and he looks great.
I think that was filmed a while ago. That's
I'm
what
sure.
it seems like to
I'm
me.
sure. Yeah, well, it wasn't filmed like 2 weeks ago where Ozzy's crimping over and ready to get surgery, but I know he's been in pain for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jeff Davidson. I dig the solo too. I think it's awesome. And what this tells me, I don't know anything, but either maybe Ozzy on the new record coming out, he has different players on each song.
He does.
Possibly.
He does. He has,
okay.
Just like the last album, he had a bunch of different people coming in and playing parts of songs, and I think that's great. It's cool. Slash does that all the time. This is a chance for everyone who wants to play with Ozzy to play with Ozzy, and I love the variety. I just think, like I said, for a song that I really loved, it took a little bit of a left turn for a few seconds, and I was like, all right,
Mm-hmm. I think if you really do like the song, though, I think the more you listen to it, the more the solo could grow on you.
It's possible. Like I said, I only heard the song once, but I really liked the song enough to go, yeah, this is great. This is great.
What I just heard, I listened to 10 seconds of that song. I like that song better than that whole Def Leppard record.
It's a great song.
In my opinion.
This stuff I really like on the new Leppard album. But look, like I said, I have high hopes for Ozzy's new album because I liked his last album a lot.
2023, CC. No more tears. No more tears.
Yeah, no, like I said, Ozzy still has it. Ozzy is one of those artists that, really, really still has the ability to do what I want him to do, So I'm real happy. I'm very pleased overall with the new single from Ozzy. Like I said, I'm nitpicking. I'm being a baby here. I'm saying what I like and what I don't like about it. What I like about it, 90% of it. What I don't like about it, I'm not a fan of the solo. All right. I can live with that. There's other songs that are right up there that I love that I think solos are weak. This happens to be one of them. But look, what you do, watch it on YouTube. The video is awesome. The song is awesome. It's not it's not something you won't enjoy. And let me know in the comments on this video your thoughts on that particular track. Like I said, I think it's a great song. Just what do you think of just what do you think of the solo compared to the rest of the song? Do you think it fits in? I think that's my big thing is I just think it doesn't fit the style of song that it's in on. Maybe that's what I'm trying to convey without wording it that way. So, but
I
otherwise,
think think the music video.
I like this album. I do.
I think that music video kind of.
Yeah.
If you would have heard the song by itself, I think it would be a little different because that video, really the energy of that video and what's going on, that solo, yeah.
But this is the thing, Johnny. The song really works well with the video. It fits perfectly.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Bozique, send me a link when you get it. I'm only going to nag the audience for a copy of that album when that comes out. Because there's no way on God's green earth I'm not getting a CD of the new Ozzy album when that comes out.
But is he working with Clapton too? I think that's a joke.
It's working with a couple of people. I'm not sure.
I think that's a joke.
I'm enjoying the new Def Leppard album, though. Again, it's a mixed bag. I have to emphasize that. The songs on there I literally don't like at all. Like track 4, I just hate the song. But I won't rock with David Crosby's dick. Yeah, so.
What if the new Ozzy album did actually have a song with David Crosby on there? How awesome would that be?
Ozzy does no wrong in my eyes. It's fucking Ozzy Osbourne, and he's not desperate enough to work with David Crosby. David Crosby is mad. I think. Let's see, Johnny. Don't you have a photo of when David Crosby auditioned for Ozzy's band? I think there's a photo of there. There it is. Yeah, that's Sharon's assistant chasing him out of the house. Get him out! Get him out!
That photo looks like it was taken in like 1912 or something.
It probably was. It looks like Crosby's in the old West there, getting thrown out of a brothel in Ghost Town.
It was. I mean, because he is pretty old.
On a cattle run. Does he look like he should be in the TV show Yellowstone or one of the robots in Westworld?
Mm-hmm.
Doc Meh. Something like that.
Is.
Meh the kid.
He's on Bonanza.
Commander Adama's hating him. You get off my land.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We talked last week about the stadium tour, so we're going to talk about it some more this week because I watched more videos. I got a flood of emails from viewers about last week, and after they went to some of the tour shows or watched some of them on YouTube, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube. If you're not going or can't get tickets or ready to go and want to know what it's like, there's plenty of videos, some of better quality than others, some closer to the stage than others, but it's really a mixed bag. But overall, the running theme I've gotten, and I'm starting to see it in the chat as you guys are talking right now, is Poison is doing the best of all of those bands, including Def Leppard. And I called this last week of just my own opinion because I'm a big Poison fan. And I've seen them back in the day, but Poison sounds as good as they did back in the day live. They sound like their studio recordings. Tesi is on fire, finally getting the respect that I knew of his playing ability all these years, but so many people have ripped him apart. Oh, he's a poser. Oh, he's not a great player. He's just making the motions. He could barely play. He sucks. Dude, I've said this for years because I knew this. Tesi is a phenomenal player. He just plays the simple melodies of Poison because that's what pays the bills. Writing those songs for Poison, and that is what he does, is what fattens his bank accounts. Can he play Randy Rhoads? Yeah. Can he play Eddie Van Halen? Yeah. Can he play all these other guys? Yeah. And he's been doing it lately on this tour during his own solos.
And could he be in Dream Theater? Could he be in Dream Theater if he worked at it?
If he really wanted to be, sure he could.
I think he could.
This is the fun thing, though. It's like people are shocked. Oh, my God. How is he playing Eddie Van Halen? How is he playing Randy Rhoads? I don't understand. Because the guy's always held back his ability.
He always did.
He's always held back his ability. Yeah. And he's always said that. He's like, yeah, no, I get a raw deal, but people don't realize I can play. But you know what? I play what sells. I write what sells. That's what sells. Yeah. Okay. But lo and behold, now during his solos in these live shows, he's doing all those, and people are floored by it. He's clean. He's sober. He's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm telling you, and Bret Michaels is in great fighting shape as a frontman, and he's a terrific frontman. Bret knows how to work an audience. Bret sings well. He sings just like he used to, and this is amazing compared to Motley Crue. Like I said, Motley's doing pretty good. Hats off to Mick Mars. Hats off to Tommy Lee and Payne. But Vince still isn't bringing the thunder like he should, and I don't think he can anymore. And that's just a fact. Def Leppard is tight. and they're great, and they're professional, and they're touring. Joe Elliott's singing steps down because that's what he can sing now, but he's still excellent. Def Leppard's doing really well in the tour. And, you know, Joan Jett is just holding her own at what you think she'd be. Not exciting, but solid.
And there is an opening band that goes on before Joan Jett. They do have some band called
Locals and stuff like that.
I don't think it's a local. They're touring with them, but they've done all 5 shows so far. But there is a band before Joan that does play.
Right. Who was that?
And there's a YouTube channel. It's Ricky Rocket's channel, and it's called The Poison Drummer. That's the name of his channel. And he does a lot of vlogging from backstage. He talks about this and that, the people that he's met. And Eddie Trunk had a good interview with Ricky. But
Eddie's interview with Ricky brought up something I wanted to bring up, and he said, "Hey, does this look like you guys are going to tour more and, you know, record more music?" And he said, "You know what? I would love to, because we're really in good shape, and people are asking us that all week." And the stadium tour, remember, it initially was meant for the States, and if it did well, it would go overseas. And they're trying to see if that's the case of it. But as far as Poison, they have been, and like I said, I've been getting email after email, message after message, video after video. People are saying Poison is outstanding in this tour, like the best they've ever been, and blowing people away and blowing away the other bands, including Def Leppard, who are doing good.
And keep in mind, anybody that is planning on going to this stadium tour, so far, Poison's average time to start is 6 o'clock in the evening. So you've got Joan Jett, and then you've got a band before that. So you need to get to this stadium tour by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not show up at 8 o'clock and be able to see the whole thing. You got to get there in the afternoon. Hey, Brian.
Well, most people going to these shows start partying at 11 in the morning anyway.
I mean, you go there early, man. Get there early.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like I said, Def Leppard is doing well, and I give them their credit, but Poison is doing excessively well, and the reviews on them, not just by me, but by the fans. Every video I watch of the stadium tour is talking about Poison in a light that they never thought they'd be talking about Poison at, because they're sharp, and CeCe is fucking on fire. It's just on fire. Good for them. They deserve it. I'm a huge fan of them forever. One of my personal favorite bands. And this is a time so many people are giving them respect that they never had before, because they're bringing the fire. They're just doing it. You know, they're earning their bacon this time, and then some. They should be fucking taking Motley Crue's spot at this point.
Well, I also heard that Motley and Def Leppard, the Goo Goo Dolls, Def Leppard are flip-flopping.
They are. The headline spot.
Yeah, they're flip-flopping. So sometimes you'll see Def Leppard first before Motley Crue.
And by the way, speaking of Motley Crue, it did finally come out, and this is why I said last week, I predicted this, how Tommy broke his ribs. And like he said, there's no great story. Tommy's wife basically said it. She's like, all right, you guys want to know? Fine, here's the story. We were on vacation, and we were at this place, and the stairs, it had this stone staircase that was kind of uneven, and Tommy was bringing out luggage out to the car, and he carried too much, and he slipped on one of the uneven stairs and literally broke 4 of his ribs. And that was it. You know, not a crazy thing, you know.
I think he just didn't want to admit that he has to carry his own luggage, I think.
Let's see. Renus is bringing up Joey Allen guitar. What Joey Allen guitar?
Brian S. Guitars is bringing up the Styx REO Speedwagon Loverboy tour that is going on right now. You didn't mention Loverboy, man. Come on, Brian. Give them their props.
Yeah, I like Loverboy. I mean, I haven't seen them since, many years, but same with Styx and REO.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look, at the end of the day, there was no great story. But
Thank
look,
you, Lindy.
kudos for Tommy to tough through that. I mean, he's in pain.
Well, here's the deal.
He
He
shouldn't
could
be
have
on the
made
tour at
2
all right now.
trips to get all that luggage. But he's one of those kind of guys where when you bring in your groceries in, where you load up every possible bag to make one trip.
He's got groceries in one arm, one arm, and his elephant trunk penis is circling around the other bag, grabbing that.
And most people don't help the drummer out either. The drummer has to carry all their own stuff, so he's used to it.
Oh, I see what you're talking about, Renus. Yeah, that I'll present that when the time is right. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
No talk about that yet, but that'll be something I'll be talking about at some point down the line.
What's the name? Mike Reno of Loverboy. Still sounding great. Didn't lose his voice.
Mm-hmm.
But that's more Styx, REO. That's more of the 70s sort of bands. They were big in the 70s.
Oh yeah, sure.
In the 80s,
early 80s,
the
late
REO
70s,
High
early
Fidelity
80s.
tour was 1980. Their biggest
80.
album. REO Speedwagon was 1980.
80 to 82, 83.
Or maybe it's 81. Yeah.
Maybe 79.
79.
I
Not
wasn't
as good
born
as
yet.
69. Lindy Lynch coming at you, literally. No, look, I mean, I keep watching more and more videos of the stadium tour. Like I said, Poison is outstanding right now. Def Leppard, as professional as ever, good as ever. Look, just Joe Elliott is singing Step Down. The guitar guys are, they're in perfect sync. They're doing all the choreographed stuff and, walking this way and this way. I mean, they have it down to a science. Def Leppard is so good. Just like I said, he's just singing a step down. That's all. But they're great. They're fucking great. They're terrific. Professional as can be. Headline worthy. Absolutely. Vince, like I said, Vince looks better than he did. He does look better. He lost a little weight, and he's
saying 50 pounds, but
he's doing better than he was. So
yeah.
I'll give Vince an E for effort of slight improvement. But like I said, man, don't miss Poison. If you go to that stadium tour, even if you don't think you want to see Poison, get there in time to see their set, because you will be absolutely impressed like everyone else has been. It's
okay, Rock
surprising.
Daddy. You're gonna buy me a ticket to Glendale, August 25th.
Oh, nice.
Come on, Rock Daddy, buy me a ticket.
Nice.
We'll go drink some beers. I'll drive.
I would think most people that are going to that
I've been out
are
to the
going to
bar
the
with
entire
beers, I'll
show.
drive. I love
No,
it.
I've been to the bar with Rock Daddy, and he's like, "Hey, Dane, can you drive me home, dude? I lost my keys." And I'm like,
That's good, man.
purposely
And
leaves
listen,
them in the
you've
front
had
seat of the
enough
car.
to drink when you've lost your keys.
Yeah.
And they're right in front of you probably. Don't drink and drive. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, Rock Daddy. Me and Rock Daddy, we're gonna go see it.
Nice. We'll have to get a review.
Yeah. I'm curious also.
Yes, Janice. That would have been a pretty good story, though.
Did we get
think.
which album, False Flag? Yours? Not yet.
So the
False
very
Flag.
last thing was
Did you, Johnny, did you get the False Flag album yet? Did it arrive for you yet?
No, I have not.
I didn't get mine either. And I think False Flag, I think I had you send it to my my Hollywood, California address. So I'll be there.
False Flag, send me one, man. I would love to hear.
I think you got
what
it.
you do.
I think it's at your house, because False Flag, didn't you send me a text saying that you heard that your album was in LA?
If
That's
my
what he
album,
told me.
If
Send
my
me
album's
one
in
right there,
LA,
False Flag.
then it's on my
1305 West Guadalupe Road, suite number E1, Mesa, Arizona, 85202. I would love to. I'll sit here. I'll play it at the shop. I'll play it for customers.
He'll play it real loud.
Oh, yeah. I'll blast that shit.
He'll lock people in
Send me
until
a
he's done
CD.
playing it.
False Flag is doing a cover of Def Leppard's number 4 song, This Guitar. So,
Or if you even send me two copies, I'll give one to Neanderthal.
there you go. Paulie would probably like. I think Paulie's
You
getting
would.
one. I think
Okay.
Paulie's getting one already, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Rena says he'll give it to he'll play it while giving the D to Mrs. Pinkle. So
It's like
Yeah,
it's like thinking about baseball. You probably
it's-
could go on forever listening to the
False Flag.
album.
Mine's probably in my pile of mail in Los Angeles, waiting for me to get back to it.
He'll be
my
thinking
house
about
sitter-
somebody that people think
my
is
house-
me.
My house sitter's probably listening to it right now.
I saw on Facebook that
Well, look,
you're
a
looking
CD.
for a place to park your Lamborghini.
Yeah, right. I do actually need a place.
One
to park.
second. Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's you.
Yes.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, how you doing,
I
man?
It's False Flag, everybody.
I've sent them all, and I got notification that the Los Angeles ones have arrived. I don't know whether they're going to be sorted or whether they're being delivered. I don't know that, but yeah, I didn't send John's to New York. I don't think I did,
Okay.
but.
All right. So mine's in my place in Hollywood.
Dane, I'll definitely send you one for sure.
Okay,
and,
thank you very much.
I already sent Neanderthal one, so yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, looking
Cool.
forward to all
Nice.
you guys giving me your thumbs down.
I think we might even be able to do a whole complete episode of the review of the False
review.
Flag
Yeah,
album.
because it's not. I mean, it's all art. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Just like Poison isn't everyone's cup of tea.
Well,
Mhm.
again, it's an album. We're gonna
Yeah.
listen to it and we appreciate
And
it. So
Jeff Beck. Oh, he is absolutely. He's the next level guitar player for me.
Did you hear the
He's
song?
just-
Did you hear the song with him doing the solo
No.
on the Ozzy tune?
No, I haven't. I'm going to hear it, but yeah. But just he's been an influence. I love Jeff Beck. He's just so unique.
I thought
Yes.
personally, what I heard, I thought it was cool. But again, it is
But
a little
Johnny,
different.
do you like Randy Rhoads, J.Q.
Yeah.
Lee,
Well,
and
I
and
respect
Zach
your
Wild?
opinion, so I think it'll be cool.
I like everything.
Except Poison.
Huh? No, I like Poison. No, you mean Def Leppard. And I like Def Leppard too.
Oh, sorry, Def Leppard. Yeah.
I like Def Leppard too.
okay.
But Hysteria, I mean, you can't beat that. They're never going to top
You're never going to beat
Hysteria,
I
ever.
agree with that.
That album was burned just into our brains so much by
yeah.
MTV and all that. That is Def Leppard.
No,
But
absolutely.
it's great. They're
I
still
think
out there
that-
and they're still doing their thing. I mean,
and they're still good.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Hysteria is the quintessential hard rock album, of the 80s. It's
Yeah, listen, it's
polished
11
and
number one
just
hits.
perfect,
11.
sonically perfect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But your album's better, huh?
Well, I reckon so,
Your album's
it's
better than the Def
very
Leppard.
good
Admit that.
sonically. Well, it's more modern, I'd say.
Okay, I like
But,
that. I
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good to talk to you.
Yeah,
False
you too,
Flag,
man.
everybody. Thank you, man.
Hope you're
Thank
feeling
you.
okay. Hope you're feeling good, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm feeling a lot better. So yeah, it's all good.
Good. Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Cool,
and
man.
John. Oh, sorry, Johnny. If you can give a copy to Laz, because I sent an extra copy for Laz.
Oh, we're not friends anymore. I'll tell you what he did to me this time. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, yeah, I'm kidding. Laz is my bestie. We actually are best friends. So
Jeez.
I'll,
We're out,
Look,
Dane. We're out.
I spoke to him yesterday, and yeah.
Yeah, I know. He had said that you had messaged him saying something like, "Tell me about yourself," and I'm like, that sounds kind of weird.
No. It was you know Facebook Messenger, how it has these options for you to click on, and then when you press it,
Oh,
it says,
you
I
messaged
didn't mean
his business page, and that was one of the automated
Yeah.
responses. Okay, I get it.
Yes,
I get it.
yes. And I was thinking, but then he replied with a whole, detailed thing, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But we've been
He does
talking,
text to
and
speech a lot, where he
he's
talks his answers. Yeah,
That's what I do, and they always get
Yeah.
all messed up.
I do that too.
Everything
Yeah,
gets messed
so
up.
if you,
I do that too, and they
and,
think I'm him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Right on, man. Well, I'm glad
All
you're
right,
feeling
buddy.
better, man.
And,
We're looking forward to your album.
yeah.
for sure. Thank you, everybody.
And lastly, if I can,
Oh, there's more.
Keep going.
I was
Keep
talking
going.
with Laz. I was talking with Laz, and we were laughing that we should have a competition on the channel, the dive bomb competition. So everyone does a dive bomb, and we'll see who does the best one. I think that's a cool idea.
You're talking the whammy bar dive bomb, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like dime bag barrel. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
are you
Anyway.
talking bad reviews for an
All
album,
right,
Dive Bomb?
guys. I'll
Yeah.
see you later.
All right.
Take care.
False flag. Thank you so much.
Thank you, False Flag.
I wouldn't mind being part of
flag,
the,
Bye-bye.
I wouldn't mind being part of a little dive bomb competition.
We can all do it.
That'd be fun.
We can have up to like 10 people on this.
That'd be fun. Dive bomb competition. That's interesting. Let's see. Going through. So, yeah, False Flag, we'll review your album in a couple of weeks when as soon as we each get it. I'll be getting it when I get back to LA in July. And let's see. Looking in the chat, I saw a couple of things. Yeah, listen. I'm not saying Jeff Beck isn't an amazing guitar player. I'm not saying that people don't admire him. Listen, I'm a big fan of B.B. King. Do I think a B.B. King solo would sound great in the new Ozzy Osbourne song? No. That's it. One of the greatest of all time.
Well,
it just doesn't seem to
You
fit.
just never know,
what I'm
John.
used
But-
to in an Ozzy
BB
song.
King Ozzy could become
No.
the greatest song of your life. You could be
Where-
like, oh my God, did you
What
hear the new
Mancuda, what you're
King
used to
Ozzy?
hearing is Zach Wilde, all those harmonics that he does.
Or
Give
Randy
BB
or
give-
Jake.
Thing is, give BB King,
BB Kim. BB Kim.
Little
Give-
BB Little Kim.
give BB King that overdrive, that distortion. Give him those harmonics right in there on those bends. It would fit perfectly.
No, it wouldn't. He's a blues player. It's not a rock it's not a blues based rock. He's a blues player. No,
BB could do some good lead.
I'm patient number 9. He's patient number 9.
Right,
No,
Hal
it
Face?
just
It's the
doesn't work.
same.
It just doesn't work.
Is that what you mean, man? Hal Face? Yeah, no, it's the same thing. BB King. Zach is just a heavier version of BB King.
No, he's not. He's a.
Well, they both play the
These are
pentatonic
speed
scale.
It's the same.
players. These are shredders. You can't tell me a
Michael
Randy
B.
Rhoads solo sounds just like a BB King solo or a Jeff Beck solo. It's two totally different things.
BB King is where it all started.
I'm not saying it's not where it's. I mean, Chuck Berry, Little Richard. I mean, I'm not saying these are not.
Now
great
we
players.
really need Neanderthal to straighten us out on this.
No, because Paulie would say you could say that BB King would go with Ozzy Osbourne, but you'd be wrong.
We just need a Paul Bott to sit. All the
Yeah.
answers, all the same
His
stock
famous
answers
quote.
every time.
We need his famous quotes. The famous quotes of Neanderthal, and you put them in a little button thing where you can hit a certain one, and we'd be good.
No, I just like I said, you guys tell me what you think in the chat. Listen to the new Ozzy song and leave comments on the video in the comments section what you think of the solo. Do you think it fits the song well, or would you rather have had Jakey Lee, Zakk Wylde, or Randy Rhoads doing a solo for it? Look, he plays a different style of music. Jeff Beck does not play the same as Jakey Lee or Randy. It's a different sound. It's a different.
I haven't heard it.
You know, like I said.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
It's BB King and Zakk Wylde on a conference call. Wait a minute. How do I do this?
Hung up on him.
Hello?
Yeah, it's Bozique, Johnny. What's up?
Bozique, what's up, man?
Hey, Bozique.
I just wanted to weigh in on this.
Are we crazy?
So, am I on the air yet or not?
Yeah.
Let me know when.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're on.
You're on.
There's no swearing.
All right, yes. I just wanted to weigh in on this real quick. What John needs to understand is that for a lot of these musicians, 2 points. Number one, a lot of these guys want to work with their heroes. Ozzy's,
Sure.
what, 73, 74-year-old there?
I get
This is
that.
probably his last record. So,
Maybe.
like somebody was mentioning in the chat earlier, I forget who it was, like who's on this record? David Gilmour, Eric Clapton. I mean,
That's
the bottom
true?
line is
Yeah.
You're going to hate the rest of the solos, man.
No. Listen, I love the
and
song.
Tommy Iommi, who he's played with before, obviously, but he's had a thing for wanting to play with his heroes for a long time. I remember when he did like a slow song called Dreamer like 10 years ago. He wrote it specifically because he wanted Paul McCartney to play bass on because he was such a big Beatles fan. And for whatever reason, for scheduling and whatnot, Paul wasn't able to do it. But he specifically wrote that song in that style because he wanted to do a Beatles song with one of the Beatles. You know, I mean, same thing with Tony
Sharon
Iommi.
gets to screw
That guy's
over a
blues
Beatle.
fan. I mean, he's the grandfather of heavy metal, but the guy's a blues fan. He likes Robert Johnson, B.B. King, and Freddie King. That's what he's influenced by, you know? So the thing is, fans sometimes need to understand that these guys, especially when they put in as much time and as much work as they have the right to be a little self-indulgent. You know, it's like I want to do what I want to do. Fans have already heard Bark at the Moon a million times. I'm not going to make...
They're not selling records anymore. They can do anything. They don't need it.
Yeah, but it's a matter of doing what you want to do because you like it, because you're coming at the end of a career, right? And to address the other point John made, you know, one of the things you need to understand is when different guys are playing the pentatonic scale, because he was mentioning B.B. King and Zakk Wylde. I forget who brought that up, but you know, that's the same scale. They're just approaching it different ways. I mean, literally, what you had said, if you put distortion on a player like B.B. King, it will sound kind of like Zakk Wylde. It really
Exactly.
will.
I agree.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, they're playing
the
at
thing
different
is, I mean,
speeds.
I heard Zakk Wylde when he was doing a tour with Bing Bang and Steve Vai play Gary Moore. You know, he played Still Got the Blues and sounded great. So, I mean, it's all approach. It's all an approach of how you're attacking the fretboard. And all of these guys, once you're a professional musician, I think these guys have the mindset of being influenced by a bunch of different things and liking a bunch of different things. And a lot of times fans, from my perspective, just can't get away from, I like this genre, but I don't like this genre. The artist who you like in that particular genre probably likes 20 different genres. And he's influenced by different stuff. He might like a jazz guy. He might like a heavy metal guy.
Yeah.
He might like this blues guy over here.
Most of the time, the guy that you likes a lot of other stuff that you can't
Sure.
stand.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that's a musician thing, because it's like, you know, just getting to a point where I've learned how to play better over the last few years. You start to appreciate somebody from like a country player, for example. You're like, oh, that's cool. I wish I could do that, because you're hearing it differently than somebody who's just listening to a record. Once you actually learn how to play, and that's
Right.
that's or at least play at a higher level, and that's the important key to the whole thing. So that's it. I just wanted to weigh in on it real quick, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back in the chat. See you.
Bozique, thank you so much. Goodbye.
I
Thank
agree
you,
with
Lizzie.
what he's saying.
I gotta address some of the stuff he's saying. For starters, I don't have to understand that Ozzy likes Jeff Beck. I don't have to understand that Ozzy likes different artists that are, his generation versus ours. I get it. I totally understand that.
And
I don't
Def
think-
Leppard likes Alison Krauss. The same.
Yeah, no. Look. I don't hold against Ozzy that he wants to work with Beck or Eric Clapton. I don't hold against him or begrudge him his right to, because it's his money making the album. All I'm saying is that, to me, a fan of Ozzy's prior work, I'm a fan of this song, but I don't like the solo. I'm not a Beck fan. So while Ozzy is pleased as punch with this solo, I'm just giving my opinion to my individual taste that I prefer the style of someone like Randy or Jake or Zach shredding along and playing in that, metal sound, which Jeff Beck is not. And I understand he's not. I understand why he's on the album. I understand it's all for Ozzy. And make no mistake, again, I have to emphasize this. I love the new song. I just don't like the solo. And I don't think it fits with the song.
Jake E. Lee.
And with that said, I guarantee you, if you play B.B. King and add distortion, it does not sound like Randy Rhoads. It's not just a tone.
Okay,
It's
I know what it
also a
is.
speed and a mood and whatnot.
I know exactly.
and a
I know exactly
style.
what your issue is, and I said this before.
Go ahead.
Randy Rhoads, Zach Wilde, B.B.
Jake E.
King.
Lee.
No, wait. Okay, Jake E. Lee. They're all not basic, but they're all like shredders. You never hear them using a tremolo. Jeff Beck, all he's doing is using a tremolo in that.
Well, they're doing plenty of bends, but I just don't think it's that style that appeals to me personally. Does it appeal to Ozzy? Is Ozzy thrilled with the solo? Yes, great, and that's his right. It's my right to criticize it if I don't like it. Just like in Def Leppard's new album, track 4, this guitar, I went from 3 songs in being thrilled, and then that 4th one hit me to the face like a soggy penis. And it was just...
I thought you liked that.
Yeah, right. Only when I'm getting paid. No, like I said, Ken Trot 55 says Ozzy listens to anything as long as it drowns out Sharon.
Oh my gosh.
Ozzy, somebody make some cat noises, scratch the chalkboard. No, like I said, it's fully Ozzy's right to work with whoever he wants. I'm just looking at how I like and dislike the product. Ozzy's new song, Patient Number 9. I love the song. I don't love the solo. That's it. I just don't think it fits the way something like Jake or Randy or Zach would fit it.
How many
And
Jeff
it's
Beck fans out in the
than
world are just freaking out that they finally can hear a Jeff Beck solo on an Ozzy album? How awesome is that for those
let's
millions
reverse
of fans?
it. Let's reverse it. Let's take some of Jeff Beck's fans and say Jeff's playing is terrific, but I'm not crazy about Ozzy Osbourne. You know that they may be saying the same thing on some podcast about Jeff Beck. It's just a different style than I like. So for my money, make no mistake, and my money, I will get a copy of Ozzy's new album because I love Ozzy. I love that particular single.
It'll be sent to me first. I'll get to listen to
Then,
it.
make no mistake. I'm prepping the audience. I'm gonna beg you for a copy of the Ozzy album when it comes out. So someone get ready to drop the $13 or whatever it is, so Johnny can hear it and I can hear it. We can talk about
1999.
it. But my point is, look, Ozzy absolutely has every right to like his own influences. I'm just saying, for my musical taste of liking Ozzy's prior product, I'm not a fan of Eric's solo, and that's it. I mean, that's
Now,
easy
how
enough.
could
to
you
say.
like relate that though to the movie making business? Now everybody wants, Tarantino to be their director, but you know how
Wish he'd be my
what I'm
director
trying
one
to
day.
say, it's all kind of the same, isn't it? You work with the people that you admire and that, and if the movie doesn't really turn out to be the next Superman, at least you got to work with people that you've always dreamt of working with.
The next Superman.
All those Superman movies
there's
sucked.
labors of love. I mean, there's labors of love. Some people want to work with
Yeah.
some people. Do I think that Paul McCartney would have been great on Ozzy's album? I don't know. I listen to the song. I say, gee, that was a good bass line, or gee, that wasn't a bass line I thought fit. Regardless of who's playing it, I'm just saying I didn't like the solo on that new Ozzy song, and I do love the new Ozzy song. Those two things are the only things I could basically express. And it's not about, listen, my musical horizons expand them. I have plenty of different genres I listen to. I will listen to old school rap. I will listen to some country. I will listen to old blues like B.B. King. I will listen to a lot of stuff and like
Name
it.
some names. Name some bands.
Of what?
Of like rap.
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot in GTA. I play GTA every night on Twitch. Everybody knows this. We're live for like 3 or 4 hours every night. When I'm driving my DeLorean around, I listen to old school rap. I listen to rap all the time in that.
Okay.
I'm really getting into Dr. Dre.
Dougie Fresh, Jam Master Jay, 2 Live Crew, Luke, Public Enemy.
Luke James?
Huh? I like Rick James, but that's not rap. But I'm
Luke,
just
are
saying,
you in here, man?
No, but I'll listen to some stuff also. I'm not just metal. 80s metal happens to be my favorite genre. The hair bands happens to be my favorite genre. Hard rock happens to be my favorite genre. Metal. I mean, that's my favorite out of everything. But I'm just saying, I'll listen to a lot of things. I mean, look, I saw B.B. King live back in the day. I saw Little Richard live. I mean, these are, different brands. Do I think Little Richard would be great on an Ozzy album? I'd have to listen to it. I'd have to hear. I mean, he's dead now, but you know what I'm saying. Look, Can't Drive 55 brought up Run DMC. If you would have asked me in the 80s, do you think Run DMC and Aerosmith would sound great together? I'd be like, that would be kind of weird. But then you hear Walk This Way and you're like, hey, this actually works really well. So you got to listen to it. I mean, look, I'm open-minded to listen to everything. With that said, once I listen to it, I either like it, don't like it, or like the Ozzy album, like the Ozzy song, I love the song, but part of it makes me wish that it was a different solo. And that's where I am right now with that song. Love the song, love the video, love Ozzy, 8 Ways from Sunday. I just don't like that particular...
just turn the song off before the guitar solo.
And that's what I do. I basically 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just do your own
7,
slide.
8,
Yeah, but
9,
what's fun about
11,
it?
12, and turn it up.
What's fun about it though, even like 20 years from now, if that song, you hear that song somewhere and you'll be like, oh my God, there's that Jeff Beck solo. So it's going to be enduring. It's going to last for a long, long time. You're always going to remember, oh, I love this song. Oh, wait for it.
I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it, and I'm going to get a lot of crap for this. In 20 years, not many people are going to know who Jeff Beck is.
No, I
hate to say that. I hate to say that. But you guys, rock music, it's dying.
Just because we're all dying off.
It's
Yeah,
dying,
but
man.
you know what? The 80s were the 80s, and we're still listening to it and talking about it in stadium tours. I mean, come on. You know?
No,
Open something?
Sonny's right.
I've got a box back there I can open. But I mean, what I just said, I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah, he was big in the 60s and the 70s, and
Ask
yeah,
any kid
yeah,
today
but
who
he's
Jeff
not-
Beck is. If they play guitar, maybe.
A lot of
Right.
kids won't even know who Ozzy is, but I'm not looking for kids. I'm talking,
Thank God.
Yeah. Speaking of Nambla,
No, 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 no,
delicious
no, no,
Bang
no, no.
energy drink. What? Huh?
Can't joke about that stuff, man.
What?
Nope. About
just
what you just
did.
said.
I just
Okay,
did.
well, that's the last time. You can't do that.
Delicious Bang energy drink. Bang energy drink. The official drink of what was that about young boys, Johnny?
Nope.
Something.
Nope. Nope. You're not doing that, man. Nope. No more.
When you want to get the taste of penis out of your mouth, delicious Bang energy. Thank you, Bang energy.
John got in trouble.
John always gets in trouble.
Gonna send you to the principal's office.
Johnny's gonna be walking around with what's her name? What's her name that was in the Hot for Teacher video that we're friends with?
Oh, Lori?
Lori is gonna be
Yeah.
with the ruler and the detention and
Yeah. Yeah, but John, you can't joke about that stuff. It's not cool.
Okay.
It's not
All right.
funny.
All right. Well, I enjoy it, but all right. Anyway, Ozzy Osbourne.
Bacon Jr. I'm not baked, bro. I'm just sitting here after a long day of work and trying to enjoy myself.
Well,
I
you're
don't
in
smoke
Arizona
weed.
in that window.
It's freaking hot as fuck in here, but I'm not baked. My eyes are like red from trying to read the chat because I don't have glasses on and stuff. So now I used to get stoned a lot. But
Well,
that was
I think
when I
that
was
was the
younger.
problem.
Yeah. I
Is
used to
this
be
the
a real
after
stoner.
effect? Is this the after effects?
Yeah, this is what happens when you've been a stoner your whole life and now you're clean. Dana Strum, there you go.
Dana Strum is in the chat.
I can still sort of read the chat. Oh, there we go. Michael B is like, you know what? It's okay, Johnny. Thanks. That's for keeping all the I won't say it, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
No, I mean that stuff. I mean, it's not funny. I mean, it's just gross.
To some people.
And my name is on this
didn't
channel,
really even know what he
and
said.
I'm not going to allow that stuff anymore.
To some people.
That's
All right.
that's all I'm saying.
Well, we'll talk about it off the air then.
We should make a list.
We should make a fist.
We could make a list and put it in the never mind.
In the Discord.
Yeah. Oh, this is the time of the day where the sun comes in and gets you right in the eye. Where's it at?
Not me. I'm sitting in the fucking dark. I'm sitting in the dark. Don't look at me, kids.
So we talked about the Google Dolls for a while.
Let's
was
see. Johnny
fun.
bitch slapped me down. Let's see what else. What else we got?
Some young guy.
A cream of some young guy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dane. I love Chinese.
Talked
food. It's
about
delicious.
that. We've done the stadium tour. What about a clue for the guitar that you the guitar of the night?
Today's guitar of the evening is a rerun because it was asked for me to bring over to a friend's house today. So that is the guitar I've been playing with today. So that is today's show and tell guitar. It is let's see, what's the clue? You'll have a heart attack over it. You'll have a heart attack over it. There you go.
I have a heart attack over it.
I won't say specifically. It's one you saw a while ago, but maybe not everyone saw it, and it's cool and it's fun, but you'll have a heart attack over it. I'm just saying. All right, so that's Def Leppard. We'll review False Flag's album when we get it.
That'll be fun.
Let's see. That's the new Ozzy CD.
Yeah, look at the sunlight coming in. I'm gonna
Patient
get a
number 9.
t-shirt.
I really do. By the way, I'm very serious. If you're watching after the show, take a listen to Ozzy's Patient Number 9 album, and give me or Patient Number 9
Wait,
single. The title track from the upcoming Ozzy album, and put it in the comments section of the video. I'm curious to hear it. So that's where we go. All right. I'm just curious what your opinion is once you've heard it. Not if you're a Beck fan, not if you're an Ozzy fan. I want you to listen to the track just like I did. I listened to the track. I heard it. I'm very curious. I am curious what BB King sounds like with distortion. Thank you,
BB
Pussy.
King with distortion and sped up a little bit is Zach Wild.
You're saying sped up a little bit. Now you're changing.
Well, you just asked
playing
BB to
style.
play fast.
No.
Play
Now
you're
fast,
changing
BB.
the
Play
playing
fast.
style. This
It's
is
the
what I'm
same, but
talking
it's the
about.
same. It's the same notes.
No.
It's the same. It's blues.
Johnny, if you're speeding up the track, then we're not. We're not playing what BB King is playing. You're fast forwarding. You're speeding up the track. Jake is playing at a certain speed. Zach is playing at a certain speed. Randy is playing at a certain speed. These aren't, they played it slow and then you speed up the recording. I want to hear what BB King sounds like with distortion. It won't sound like Zach Wild. It won't sound like something like Randy because these guys are shredders. These guys are totally shredding. It's just a different style.
When Zach Wild plays slow, then it sounds more like BB King.
Well, remember, metal in general is blues based. So I mean, there is a root to it.
Everything is blues based.
Yeah, there is a root to it, But I'm just saying, you're not gonna sound like, it's not gonna sound like, oh my God, that must be Randy Rhoads. No, Randy Rhoads sound like Randy Rhoads. He was playing with a certain passion and a certain feeling and a certain speed, just like BB King plays with a certain speed and a certain emotion to really get that blues feel and convey that emotion through his playing, which was amazing. Rest in peace, both to him and Randy.
Well, there's different scales that you can play, and Zach Wild is known for playing the minor scale. And of course, so is BB King. So those guys, if BB King would just play through his notes quicker, it would sound a little bit more like Zach Wild. Now, Randy Rhoads, though, he would go from minor scale to major scale, and he might throw some Lydian scales and some of these other kind of scales together to do that kind of stuff. So it depends on really, the scales that and then you create a lead that works on the song based on those different scales.
But BB is also playing like a sad, emotional, kind of sound versus, distortion or not,
Right.
He's just playing a sad, bluesy, for lack of a better word, song. And Randy is just, playing something upbeat, and Jake is just flying along, building energy until he's popping,
Right.
And that's, that's what that's going by. Anyway, well, like I said, I want to see comments in the video, please. Listen to the song first. Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9. Leave comments in the video. Dying to hear your thoughts on whether you like the song, and if you do you like the solo for it, or do you think it's a little out of place? That's the question. Let's see what we got. Speaking of stadium tour, this is interesting. And hey, John BL in the chat.
Wow.
What's up, man?
How are you, brother?
Miss ya.
Miss ya. Now we gotta kiss ya.
Oh, he's very handsome.
John BL, devastatingly
We have
handsome.
a photo of him somewhere.
We do. He's
I want to
very
see
good
what
looking.
we got. There he is.
There he is.
Well, he's trained under Phil Collins since then. So he's definitely. Who are all those guys on that Kernels bucket?
No idea.
Yeah, I only recognize a couple of them. But
Last year's cast.
It's like Saturday Night Live. The cast keeps changing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's a new season. New season on the Johnny Bean Show.
New season.
It's coming up.
Cast.
The
New
new
season.
season.
Cast.
We're gonna get
Let's see.
canceled. The Tuesday night show will probably get canceled. Talking guitars.
This
and
will be the last episode of this one, and then Johnny will have the squeaky clean show on Tuesday nights. Dane will be heading it, and I guess Laz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually have enough things to say. At least I feel like I don't have enough to say.
Dane, you better get ready. You're about to take my spot.
Host the show. I can't do it. I can't.
You better
do
get
it.
ready, Dane. Listen to me. You better prep, my friend.
Okay, you guys might have noticed that 2 weeks ago, Rock Daddy was sitting here, right? And then maybe it was a couple of months ago, I had two kids that were playing guitar, and they did the show for me, right?
Wait, you had two kids, Johnny? I'm biting my tongue here. I mean, I don't know what to even.
No,
Dane's
you
that
remember
was
interviewing
was
the two
months ago.
younger guys that were
That
in
was
here,
months
and they were
ago.
guitar players. Yeah, that was months ago.
We
But
got
every
tons
once
of
in a while,
complaints
I'll
about
get
that.
somebody to sort of set in for me. You guys have noticed that, haven't you?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
False flag.
Thank you, False Flag.
There you go. Yeah, he thought Beck's solo was unique. Very cool. Yeah, I think it's great.
Some people are gonna like
There
it.
you
Some
go.
people are gonna
People
look.
are gonna like
I
it.
love the song 90%. Don't like
What
the solo.
tone did he use?
And some
when he
people
did
are
this
gonna like
solo?
the solo. Absolutely, some people are
Did
gonna
he
like
use
the
an
solo.
overdriven
And some people won't like it.
sound? His tone, was it an
Just
overdrive
slightly.
tone, or was
Dane,
It was
What?
slightly
Dane,
overdriven.
Dane,
Slightly.
why don't you take whatever 3 minutes while we're on the show? I'll talk about this with Johnny. Listen on your phone, go on YouTube and listen to the solo.
What's the name of the song?
Patient number 9. But turn your sound off.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Unfortunately, my phone's almost dead, so this is probably not going to work.
Oh,
So is my career. Don't feel bad. Just make sure you turn the volume off. Don't play
You
the
guys gonna
song.
wait for me? Don't wait.
I unmuted him.
Johnny, get ready. All right, I was about to
I
say,
got
get
him.
ready.
I
with
got
that
you,
mute
Dan.
button, brother.
I got
All
you,
right,
Dan.
We got you.
Wait, no, I
We're
had
good.
it. There we go.
Johnny, is he muted?
Yeah.
All right, we're good. All right, Johnny, let's you and I in the meantime talk about speaking of Def Leppard. So this one came as such a shock to me. I don't even know what to make of this story. Def Leppard launches a beauty collection. I'm not making this shit up. Def Leppard launches a beauty collection. Def Leppard came out with this palette. It's a 19-piece makeup collection. And it's it's a collaboration of Def Leppard and the designers at Rock and Roll Beauty. And it's right? It's something like Popcorn the Band would play. It's a triangular makeup palette, like the triangle on the Hysteria album, and the cover of that makeup palette actually has the Hysteria album logo on it, and it's 14 vibrant shades to the Union Jack embossed peachy blushes. Each product in the line was designed to reflect the rock and roll era that was truly groundbreaking music phenomena, which, again, talking the 80s, and we're talking around the time of Hysteria. So it includes eyeshadow, shadow sticks, lipsticks, lip oils, highlighters, candles, makeup brushes, sponges, nail decals, accessories, shimmery pinks and metallic shades such as rocket blue, a 19-piece collection of pigments and designed to give you a rock star look. Johnny, do you have the image?
I'm trying to get it right now. A lot of these websites are they're terrible.
And the pop-ups are killing me. There you go. Again, guys, I know you're blinking at this saying, is this a joke? This is produced by Def Leppard. I don't know why.
Dang it.
I don't.
Hang on. Oh my God. What the heck? Eczema. Hang on. These websites, they're nothing but pop-ups.
Erectile dysfunction? Yes, we have medicine for that.
Yeah, this does look pretty cool. I mean,
I don't know where this came out of the blue. This is such a random. I mean, I literally just don't know.
I don't think it's random. I think it's something they're probably working on for years.
Why?
Because it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's Def Leppard. It's merch, and you're getting a lot of There's a generation now that's totally getting into this stuff, into this band.
But I just don't see where. I just don't see where this just has anything to do with Def Leppard.
It's merch. It's merchandise. It's them licensing.
It's just such an odd choice.
What do they call it? It's something like put some shadow on me or something. Pour some shadow on me. Is that what
Pour
it's actually
some
called?
jizz on me. I don't understand. And no, Hellstorm, I did not yet watch the new Jack Russell Great White video. I promise I will do it by next week. I'm sorry. I did forget that. You're right. I mean, is it me and that's a weird merch choice for a rock band?
No, it's not weird at all because they're fans. Oh crap, you can't see that window. No, it totally makes sense. You know? There actually are women at Def Leppard shows, unlike, a lot of other bands.
But what does the band have to do with makeup?
Well, they're a hair band, so they wear a lot of makeup, for one thing.
No, they don't. Def Leppard never was into makeup.
Well, first of all, Phil Collin and Girl.
I mean, what did he wear? Guy liner?
He was like in drag.
I mean, that was for what, a video? I mean, I don't even know the
what. Oh my gosh, Dane, what do you think? Does this make sense for Def Leppard? Def Leppard came up with makeup. There's a makeup collection by Def Leppard.
Oh,
does that make sense?
I mean,
makeup for guys?
What do you think? I mean, is
no for women?
Weird?
For women or for anybody.
Well,
whoever wants to wear it.
There's so many
female
female artists. No, hey, even there's colognes. Britney Spears. All these people have their own cologne and makeup. So why not Def Leppard? It seems a little bit strange, but
Hellstorm says Girl was Phil Collin and Phil Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
It seems a little strange that they would sell makeup geared towards women.
I don't think it's weird at all.
I can see fragrances. Even Johnny Depp has a fragrance that sold like an ounce every 2 seconds.
What's it called? Shit the bed?
But a lot of those guys are getting into that. So I guess it's understandable that it's another option for them. These makeup companies, they'll come to you and they'll say, hey, look, we got this idea for Def Leppard makeup cases and mascara and stuff. What do you guys say? And they're probably like, what the hell? Money.
I'm just going through. I'm going through the chat. I'm going through the chat. Metal God 100 says they wore makeup. I don't see where. Poison, I know, wore makeup.
No. Have you ever looked at Rick Savage?
What?
Yeah,
all those guys ever do is wear makeup. That's all they do.
Yeah, they did.
No, they still do.
And we're still so used to seeing them in it that it's second nature. That's what they look like because they all got guy liner on.
Guy liner is different. Guy liner I see like on 100 people, but I don't see like blue blush and
ruby red
like
lipstick.
That.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
do that.
Def Leppard didn't do that. Teased hair, sure, everyone did it. We all did it in the 80s. You know, Phil Lewis, I know, LA Guns. That's a whole different thing. I don't get it. I mean, like I said, I know you lend your name to T-shirts and patches and jackets, and that stuff I'm used to. But it's like, but a makeup kit, a Def Leppard makeup kit.
Kiss probably does it.
I mean, I'm with Mark Dillon. You know, it's another way to make money. Rena says it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
Someone else, a couple of people in the chat are saying it's a cash grab. No, look, Kiss puts their name on everything, and Kiss is makeup. Kiss puts, I mean, you want to talk merch. Kiss has merch of everything. You want Kiss flip-flops? They're out there because the Kiss logo is cool
hair
enough
metal
to put on
is makeup.
everything. But Def Leppard didn't wear this kind of makeup. This is,
Well, no, this makeup is geared towards, I'm
girls.
assuming, towards women. Right.
I don't know what, you might as well put SpongeBob SquarePants on it. I mean, I don't understand why it makes sense at all.
It's a fun gift. It's not bad. Girls wear Def Leppard shirts and they've never heard a single Def Leppard song. The younger generation of girls. You know, even
I mean, I see them wearing Slayer shirts and they've never heard Slayer.
Dave Mustaine met a woman out touring somewhere, or a couple of girls, and they were wearing Megadeth t-shirts. He's like, "Hey, that's my band." And they're like, "Oh, girls, get away from us." And he's like, "No, the stuff you're wearing, that's my band. That's my band, Megadeth." And they're like, "Ew, creepy, dude, get away."
I know, it's pretty funny. There was one I forgot where I saw it, but I think it was like a single site, like, you know, Match or something like that, or maybe it was Facebook, whatever it was. And some girl put up, "Oh, why can't I meet a guy like this?" Maybe it was Instagram. "Why can't I meet a guy like this?" And she showed a photo of the guy from The Cure. You know what I'm talking about, Johnny?
Robert Smith.
Okay. And she showed a photo of Robert Smith, and she's like, "Why can't I meet a guy like this?" And Robert Smith chimes in with a current photo of what he looks like, and he looks totally different. And he's like, "Hi there." And she's like, "Ew, not you, creeper." And he's like, "That's me in the fucking photo." And that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like,
Bad hair day.
what the hell? Yeah, and the
Now
same
it would
thing,
make
you know,
more sense to have a makeup line geared toward, you know, The Cure and their makeup, because Robert Smith wore red, you know,
lipstick
makeup on every show. It was his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I met them. I was talking to them.
Did you show them your lipstick, Johnny? Or?
They were tons of makeup, and actually, The Cure. I mean, I know this is 80's, but yeah, when I think 80's, I think of bands like The Cure, and right. they put on an amazing.
You think of a lot of new wave stuff.
When I think 80's, I think when I think a decade, I generally think the earlier part of the decade. I don't usually think the later part, because the later part blends into the next decade.
I'm pretty sure the Cure album that had Love Song on it, right? Love Song was the first #1 hit on the brand new alternative charts that started in 86, or right around that time, 87. And that song, Love Song by The Cure, was the first song to go to #1 on the alternative chart in 1987. So that's where we had REM and, you know, the Smiths and, you know, all that English stuff. Depeche Mode.
That's
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's classic.
But again, you know, I understand that, like, you know, a lot of girls right now are like, especially the young ones, you know, in their teens and 20s, they're wearing like Megadeth shirts, Slayer shirts, Metallica shirts, and they can't name one song from any of those bands. One song, one album. Wouldn't recognize the band member.
That's okay, though, right?
I mean, look, it's okay because the young girls look hot. You know, you want to cut up a Slayer shirt into a half shirt. Yes, I'm all about it. You bet. Wet t-shirt contest. Send it my way. You bet. With that said,
golf.
Yeah. With that said, makeup. I don't know. I just think it's an odd merch choice for Def Leppard. I just think it's an odd choice. It's like, why don't they have Def Leppard detergent?
For all the moms.
Am I crazy here?
They will.
For all the housewives.
They will. They're on a stadium tour. They're on one of the biggest tours ever currently. Mm-hmm. They're gonna have all kinds of merch, and if not them, other companies are gonna put the stuff out, and they're gonna be stopping them.
Like I
I
said,
mean, you can go to Walmart or you can go to Target and you can look at their T-shirt selection. And
shirts are one thing. I get
the
that.
Ramones, you've
shirts, jewelry, logos, buttons, patches, jackets.
They sell that stuff at Target now.
I'm all about that stuff. I get it. You want to fly the colors of your favorite band with a logo. I get that. I agree with that. I don't know. I'm thrown off totally by like Def Leppard eyeshadow. I don't know. Call me crazy. I just think it's a weird choice for merch.
Well, it's not going. It's some people are going to buy it. It's not going to be everybody in the world's going to want that, or every 16-year-old girl's going to want that stuff, but some of them will. Hey, my mom used to listen to Def Leppard, and it's probably
because every girl wants to dress like their mom.
No,
it's
my grandma
that are going to buy that for their
saying.
13-year-old girls. They're going to buy the Def Leppard makeup by Christmas.
And hey, check this out. False flag. Can I play this? Can I play this, man? Check this out, man.
Hey, Johnny, I actually think that is one of the best solos on any Ozzy song I've heard. I think it's a fantastic solo by Jeff Beck.
There you go.
And some people are going to love it. I know. I'm not one of them. This is my opinion. It's my review of the song. It's my opinion. I know some people are going to love it, just like some people will buy Jeff Beck's album, and I won't.
Nobody buys albums anymore.
Well,
sure they do. Vinyl has jumped up in sales.
Vinyl has jumped up drastically. I actually really just listened to it, and what I heard is it sounded like the song was cool. There's a bunch of cool lead riffs going on after different lyrics and stuff. But then when it got to the guitar solo part, there was an obvious key change. So it went somewhere else that hasn't been in that key anywhere else in the song. And then you can hear him playing. And he was throwing a bunch of riffs, and it was at the top of the mix. It was loud, and he was doing a bunch of riffs, but it sounded like the song went to a different song.
You know what that tells me? Is that they threw that in there.
Yeah, they were like, hey.
He recorded the solo. Ozzy and Beck have never met. He recorded the solo over a demo. Right. And then they record the song for real. It's in a higher key.
Yeah.
And he said throw it somewhere.
Change. So it sounded like, again, it almost went into a different song for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Bozique says it's not Guitar Shop, but Beck's creativity is in there big time. He just heard the solo too. Make no mistake, if you like Beck, you may enjoy it. I like Ozzy, and listening to Ozzy's prior stuff, like I said, it's just not my jam.
Jeff gave it everything he had. He was putting tricks in there. He had guitar tricks. It wasn't just some nice Rod Stewart sounding lead. It was him doing fast, fun tricks and being super creative. It is definitely that.
Okay. Like I said, some people are going to like it. I personally don't. I love the song. Don't love the solo. Like I said, I hate to sound like a broken record. I'm just addressing the audience. Well, like I said, I know some people are going to like it. Of course they're going to like it. Beck's a big name. He has a lot of fans. Of course some people are going to like it. I'm just not one of them. That's all.
There's Jeff Beck fans that are dying to anything new. It's like us. God, if there was a new Van Halen, whatever, we'd be all about it. There's Jeff Beck fans that are like that. They can't wait for anything that he's done.
So, I mean, look, I'd love to see, some, I guess, unreleased Van Halen. Definitely. I would love to see that. But, look, I'm not a Jeff Beck fan. That's all. I mean, it's just, it doesn't blend for me the way that I like my Ozzy guitarists, not my flavor, and it's not that people haven't been influenced. Like, Bozique says, okay, Beck's influenced everybody from Lynch to Bonamessa, Jakey Lee and Zach might be fans. I'm not saying these people aren't fans of Beck. I'm saying I'm not a fan of the people. I'm not a fan of Beck. I'm a fan of the people he influenced, like Jakey Lee and Zach. I'd rather hear Jakey Lee and Zach. If you were influenced by Beethoven, I don't think Beethoven would be a great mix for Ozzy either. But I know Randy loved him.
Well, put some distortion on that Beethoven, and you've got Randy.
All right. Somehow I don't think so, but with that said, okay, so Def Leppard has a makeup line. I won't be buying it. Call me crazy there. Let's
Now,
see.
what
It'll
about
sell.
if it's, now? What
It'll
about
sell.
John? If you have to buy Christmas presents for your nephews or nieces or your friends' children for some reason, you're buying Christmas presents for people.
Right.
Now you're walking through Walgreens or something, and you saw that, you'd say, "Hey, I can buy this for my little niece, whatever her name is." You would purchase that stuff for people that you know.
You think I'm going to pay
your
an extra
friend's
$50 to get Def Leppard's name on? No, I'm going to say fucking, what do you want? You want lipstick or I pick out a Maybelline? I'm not paying no fucking for the Def Leppard name. They're not Def Leppard fans.
And then you're giving up on the chance of that 13-year-old girl, your niece or whoever it might be, learning about Def Leppard. And she'd
Listen,
be like,
I'll give them this. I'll give them this. I'll say, if you don't like it, give it back. But I'll give them the music. I'm not giving it. You think they're going to go learning about Def Leppard?
People that are going to gift that makeup.
All right. Hey, I won't be one of
their
them.
nephews. And
I won't be to the nephews.
Yeah, even the
my
nephews.
My cousin will hand my head to me. If I get, hey, this is my nephew. It's a makeup kit. What the fuck? Yeah, no, that's not. No, he's getting his GI Joes or something. He's getting Star Wars toys. He's not getting a makeup kit. Unless he asks for it. If he asks for it, that's one thing. But,
The Don Dokken makeup kit.
Dokken wasn't a makeup guy either. Again,
What?
hair. Hold on a second.
No.
Let me be.
Have you ever
clear
seen a
about
picture of the dude?
Hold on. Let me be clear about what I define as makeup. Guy liner was a given. Black eyeliner in the 80s was a given.
That's not
for
makeup?
guys. Well, it's different though. I'm talking like that kit is like for the cover of Poison Look Like What the Cat Dragged In, where they were wearing rouge and mascara and eyeshadows and stuff like that. Everyone had their hair teased. I'm not saying we didn't all have a can of Aquanet hairspray, but like not everyone wore lipstick and rouge and stuff. And like, some guys did, some guys
Metallica wore guy liner. Megadeth wore guy liner.
Guy liner is different. Guy liner is different.
Yeah.
Guy liner is different. It's one black stick of eyeliner. That's it. This is a full color palette. Like Poison would have made some sense. Okay? Because Poison wore makeup like that.
Who's on tour right now with Poison?
Def Leppard, who did not wear makeup like that.
Actually says Poison on it. A lot of people are going to put one and one together and say,
I
I'm not
would feel
putting Poison.
better. I would feel better if
That's not just guy liner.
What else is there?
what do you
A little
see
blush? Maybe
There's
a little blush.
a lot of stuff going on right there, and that's like him.
Come on,
regularly.
You see pink, purple, blue, green. Come on, look
No
at that
lipstick
color
there.
palette, Johnny.
That's a woman.
He's got a little
not
bit of lip
Dokken.
gloss on.
That's Dawn Dokken.
Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
DAWN.
man. Come on, Johnny.
He doesn't have his nails done. He doesn't have lip gloss or.
But look, he's got the long nails. He's got look at his nails. They're long.
Twisted Sister. That Mark Dillon brings
there
up.
You go, Bacon. Yeah.
That I would have approved.
That's makeup.
Twisted Sister wore true makeup. Put up Dee Snider for a second. Put up Dee Snider for a second.
Dee Snider.
Yeah. Let's take a look. You saw Don Dokken. You saw Def Leppard.
Yeah, the guys used to let their little pinky nail grow really long so they could
do cocaine.
Do little snips, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean,
I never saw Def Leppard wear makeup like that. There you go. That I can see. If Dee Snider put out a makeup kit, that would make sense. Bacon Jr. I wore Bacon Jr. I wore drag makeup in a recent movie I did. I've done it. Absolutely. And back in the day, I wore guy liner. I had black hearts drawn on my face. I had long teased out hair.
Yeah, there was 3, 4, 5 years that the up and coming bands, they would go for the makeup, maybe a little bit more than just the guy liner. But Dokken, even after what was it? Tooth and Nail, they were sort of makeup on the back of that. But then the next album, what was the next one after Tooth and Nail? They pretty much went out on stage and said, no.
We're after Tooth and Nail was
under lock and key. They're under lock and key. They're like, no, we're not going to do that.
But this is Def Leppard, and Def Leppard never wore makeup like that. Guy liner is a whole different thing, guys.
All these guys wore makeup.
Black eyeliner doesn't make a
not just the eyeliner. There's much more going on than eyeliner there.
That's not Def Leppard. Is that Def Leppard? That's Dokken.
That's Dokken though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Dokken. You tease your hair, maybe a little tiny bit of blush.
Don's wearing makeup there. Okay.
Yeah, and
this isn't Def, but that's not the Dokken makeup kit. That's the Def Leppard makeup
Jeff
kit.
Pilson's got a little bit of blush on, but you're not seeing George or Wild Mick with any blush or lipstick.
But also, when you do these photo sessions. When I was in the band, when I worked with Desmond Child, we did a professional session where we all had to be caked up with makeup. So for a lot of photo sessions, they wear. I'll show you guys a picture at some point.
Are you talking photo makeup, or are you talking like drag makeup?
Photo makeup.
A photo makeup. I mean, every actor, you go on any set, any TV set, they have makeup on, but that's different. This is a colorful palette of makeup that would have made sense if Poison put it out. It doesn't make sense for Def Leppard to put it out, as I don't recall Def Leppard ever wearing colorful makeup in any way, shape, or form. Teased hair, sure, we all did it. This isn't hairspray. This is face makeup.
If they did, it would be the High and Dry Pyromania era. Maybe those 2 albums. There's probably photo shoots from those 2 albums where they've definitely got the guy liner going, and maybe just a little,
Guy liner everyone had. Everyone had guy liner. This is different.
Okay. But whether they wore makeup or not, I mean, it's merch. It's merchandise.
Yeah, but what's to say, if you saw Def Leppard sponges, like to clean your kitchen sink with sponges, would that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Merchandise-wise, yes.
No.
It doesn't make sense, but if
it had the jumping on the logo on it, that would be different.
I mean, the merch, they're jumping on. Dry. I mean, if that is official, which I guess it is.
High and Dry.
There you go.
Pour some sugar on me coffee.
But no, the thing is, Def Leppard, they're back in front of the world now on this stadium tour. Okay. Past 20 years, they were a retro act. Now they're back on top. They've got a brand new record that you don't like the 4th song.
Mm-hmm.
But there's people out there now, new generations discovering them, people
I
that wear
hope
makeup.
so. I hope that's true. I hope that
About
is
the
true.
fourth song?
Mhm.
About the fourth song or the makeup team?
That there's a new generation of people that are just now discovering Def
What?
Leppard. I hope that is true.
Who
I
is
hope
this that's
there's young
texting me?
people.
Somebody really likes Dane. Somebody keeps texting
Def
me saying they
Leppard.
really
Probably
like the
my
way you
mother.
think.
Diapers.
Probably my mother.
Who is that? Area code 561.
California number.
They really like the way Dane thinks, is what they're saying.
Wow.
Okay. Ask them who they are.
I just did.
Oh, okay. Dan in New Jersey, Kiss is a different animal. Kiss is a juggernaut. Kiss sells coffins, for fuck's sakes. Kiss sells everything with that logo on it. You could put a Kiss logo on everything and anything. And they're just collectors of just Kiss merch.
Mm-hmm. And
Like,
because Kiss is like, dude, we'll put our merch, our logos on anything because we're going to make money. But other bands are, again, they're like you. No, Def Leppard makeup? No, dude, let's not do that. That's going to, for whatever reason, we're not about that. We're not going to be that commercial. We're not going to sell out like that. So there's
Dane,
bands,
bands
sells
now.
out like on everything, huh?
They're
bands
not-
now don't care, right?
Nobody is selling records anymore. Music is free.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
all
a lot
about
of it is
merch.
free, but
No, it's all free. Anybody can pirate whatever they want these days.
no, I hear you, and I agree that most of it is.
Now, look, there is this point to be made. Newer bands, I know Slipknot's 20 years old, but you're talking about Ghost, there's full makeup. Slipknot,
Sure.
full makeup or a mask.
Well, that's a
So
genre.
the type
That's
of-
That's different.
I know, but that's like modern metal. Modern metal, they have disguises, they have makeup, they have masks.
Yeah,
They don't
Johnny,
just
Rena
go out
brings up
there
a
in
good
a
point.
t-shirt and
Pirating
blue
is illegal.
jeans. And so in the 80s,
It is
we
illegal,
had-
but
All right.
people do it. Music is free today.
I don't know anyone that
Yeah.
does it.
Music's and okay. Here's a good example. You can go to YouTube. You can listen to the entire Def Leppard record on YouTube, and it's legal. It's actually there from the record company, so it's free.
Yeah,
Totally
but
free.
I'm just trying to say that in the 80s, guys came along wearing makeup because it was the new trend to do. Nowadays, there's bands, again, like Ghost, and I'm going to say Slipknot again because the drummer, or Jorgensen, the old drummer, he passed away, right? But they wore full makeup on their face. All these new metal bands are wearing full makeup. And it's
No,
not
it's
to look
just
like
one or
pretty
two.
girls.
It's one or
to look
it's one or
like-
two. It's
Yeah.
one or two. American slang doesn't wear makeup like that. Dirty Honey doesn't wear makeup like that.
No, but there's tons of modern
Every
metal coming
every
out.
band
He
on
doesn't
stage
wear-
wears some kind of makeup.
Not like that. I mean, that's
Every-
like a
every
Twisted
professional
Sister, and that's not true. Bozique brings up, the Van Halen thongs. Hey, listen, I'm up for everyone's logo on a thong. Rock clothing, that's a whole different animal. Totally.
Johnny, can you
good.
put up a picture of Ghost for us?
Mm-hmm.
Put up a
But
picture
Ghost
of
is
Ghost.
different. Ghost is different.
I know,
Ghost
but the
is-
point I'm just trying to make is you can't fault the 80s hair metal guys for wearing makeup because it's still happening to this day with the new up and coming
Well,
bands.
Ghost is different. Ghost is wearing it in the way Kiss is, in the way,
Right.
Japanese kabuki makeup is.
Right.
It's a whole different animal.
But it's still just so you don't go on stage in a t-shirt and blue jeans and looking like the dude the guy working at Burger King down the street. You have to have some sort of a look. So you tease
Bands
your
that go
hair
on
up.
stage in just a t-shirt and jeans are unprofessional.
You think so?
No.
Yep.
What do you, most bands do that anyway. So many bands do it.
Most club bands,
Right.
but
What do you
professional
think-
bands, any
What do you
kind of
think-
like,
What does Brett
professional
Michaels
level.
wear on stage? Jeans and a t-shirt.
huh?
Brett Michaels wears jeans and a t-shirt.
And
well,
makeup.
He wears his
Was it
boots. He wears the
cowboy
designer
boots.
skinny jeans that are all cut up right in the right spot. He wears his belt. He wears t-shirt, the sleeves.
The
cut
reason
up.
why
wears
entertainers
His
wear
legendary bandana that I could
No,
use.
look, I love stage clothes. I get it. I see what you're saying. But there are bands like Tesla that, they dress very casual. They're not about the dress. There are a lot of bands like that. Sure, some do. They wear the leather pants, and that's cool. They cut up the t-shirts. That's cool. But I'm just saying, bands like Tesla, as an example, throw on t-shirts and beat up jeans, and they're rocking.
Yeah, but also makeup isn't just, to look cool. You wear makeup because if you're on stage, it makes it so the people, they can see you, they can actually see your face. Otherwise, the lights are like what's happening here. I'm not wearing any makeup right now, but
No, listen, I wear
the
makeup
lights are
on
washing
every
me
set
out.
I go on,
I'm being
so
washed out. If I was wearing makeup, I wouldn't be as washed out right now because of the lights.
Johnny, every TV show or film I've ever been on, there's makeup, but it's a flesh colored palette. They're not putting on blue eyeshadow or purple or it's a basic flesh makeup. It's just to reduce the glare of stage lights, or camera lights or whatever. I mean, that's a whole different animal. Majestic PB&J cat, come on, dude.
Lemmy Kilmeister. Lemmy said something like, you have to dress, you have to put on a leather jacket, you have to do something so you don't look like just the dude working at the grocery store next door. When you get on stage, you have to have some sort of a look.
No, look, I love stage clothes. I mean, fucking, see me back in the 80s, I was, fucking lace up pirate shirts and the leather pants and the crushed velvet and, all that shit. I love stage clothes. Love that shit. I'm just saying there are a lot of bands that do kind of like reject the glammy stage clothes look, and Tesla happens to be one of them.
Right.
A lot of bands still cut up their t-shirts. They'll cut the collar, cut the sleeves, and they're good to go. Usually a t-shirt from their own merch booth.
What year
Which
was
looks badass.
What year was Tesla's Mechanical, whatever their big album was, with Modern Day Cowboy on it?
Renaissance?
What
like
year was
80, that? I want to say 84, 85, something like that. Maybe 85. I mean, I had a copy in 1985, so I know. Okay. I know it was around there. 86? Was it 86?
Yeah, because Motley was doing it.
Okay, early 86. Early 86 then. Yeah. Early 86. Because I know the summer of 86 was Van Halen 5150.
Right. And, Motley Crue. And they were,
early 86,
by 1985, 86, some guys were starting to see the beginnings of the backlash of dressing up like Motley Crue and Poison wasn't out yet, but they were starting to, guys like Tesla, they were looked at themselves in the mirror and they're like, I don't really want to be remembered for dressing like chicks and stuff. So let's just be our normal, guy.
And when grunge came out,
music is good.
That killed that, but the grunge acts were still wearing makeup.
I didn't like the grunge acts in general. And they were wearing flannels. That's a whole different thing. Nelson Rodriguez chimed in. Listen to that Ozzy song. He thinks it's hot. I also think it's a hot song. I just don't like the solo of it. Also heard the new Beck and Johnny Depp solo song, and that was pure shit. I mean, yeah, of course it's hit or miss, I mean, if you like Beck, you'll probably like the solo. I'm not a Beck fan, so there you go. And Johnny Depp, I mean, that's a whole nother.
But you should say Jeff Beck, Johnny, because there is a Beck as well.
Oh, yeah, totally not different. To be confused with the artist known just as Beck, Jeff Beck. If you've been part of the conversation for the last 3 hours, it's Jeff Beck.
Honestly, Johnny Depp, I mentioned it a while ago, but he's got a cologne, and that stuff literally sells like a gallon a second. It is so popular, and so many people are buying this cologne or a fragrance or whatever. It's
probably made of his sperm, which would sell a gallon a second.
It's amazing how good that's doing for him.
The sperm or the cologne?
This cologne that somebody is
selling.
Oh, the
cologne. Okay.
Him.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Got it.
just making $1 million a day on that kind of stuff.
Well, I know he just made 13 million on something. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, forgetting Johnny Depp. Like I said, I won't be buying Def Leppard's makeup. If you guys out there like it, more power to you.
If you guys want to send him some, he'll take it.
Well, listen, I'll take anything for free.
Be fun. Be fun to see it.
If you want to send me some of Johnny Depp's sperm or his shit-soaked sheets, I'll take that too, because it's free. Let's see. Jimmy Page thought enough of Jeff Beck to play with him. Down in New Jersey, a lot of people like Jeff Beck. I just don't think he fits with Ozzy. But again, it's just the solo. Love the song, hate the solo. That's all.
Halface mentions Sweeney Todd, and I believe that was Nick Gilder from Florida, the guy or from Canada, the guy that, Hot Child in the City. I'm pretty sure Sweeney Todd's first album was from Nick Gilder.
Hey, Sherman. Thank you, man.
Sherman. Everyone just wanted to check in and say hello. I got to get back to work. I'll see you guys next week. Sherman Callahan, thank you so much. And Sherman, next time I'm down there, man, I'll definitely swing by. And we'll hang
Johnny's
out,
a swinger.
The Shermanator.
Sherman is a cool dude. We hung out.
Sherman is a cool dude. Thank you,
Sherman. Man.
All right, let's see. Let's see. What do we want?
Yeah, I met Sherman at the NAMM show, right?
Yes, it was with you.
I'm like, Sherman, he's like, hey, where's Johnny Beane at? I'm like, I don't know, but here's my phone. Go ahead and call him. And so
they were calling me from Dane's phone.
Yeah.
And I would get a call. It would say Dane, and I'd be like, hello? And it's like, hey, it's Sherman. And I'm like, what? It was very confusing. It was very weird.
A couple of people, they see me and they immediately, instead of saying, hey, Dane, or Zim, hey, Zim, they're like, hey, where's Johnny at? Oh.
Well, Johnny owes the money is what it was.
Mm-hmm. Hey, is this Sherman Callahan?
It's usually a bookie.
No, it's Warren DeMartini.
Hey, Warren DeMartini. Are you wearing makeup right now?
Yeah. No, I just took it off. I have a question for Mancuda.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, turn your radio up.
Turn the radio down, man.
Has he shown his guitar? I just tuned in. Has he shown his guitar of the day yet?
No.
Not yet.
Top of the hour.
How much longer?
Pretty soon.
How long do you want to go today, Johnny?
10 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes?
20.
How long do you want to go today, Johnny?
Well,
I can't wait much longer to see a BC Rich gunslinger.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
With a Nagel graphic.
Yeah. I love him.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I can't have one, and that son of a bitch has 20 of them.
He has all of them.
A little more than 20.
I know. He has them all.
Yeah.
They're all over there. Yeah, I would say, like 10 minutes.
Okay.
There you go.
Have a good show. I'm out.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
How long do you want to go today, Johnny? I usually time it by that.
I mean, generally 3 hours.
All right, then
good.
I'll show it. I'll show it now. I'll bang it out now. This one will be
we
fast.
always went 4 hours, and I usually leave after 3.
It depends on the day. Depends on the day. Today we'll go 3 hours.
Out. You guys notice I just sneak out after about 3 hours, right?
I see you leave while he's showing the guitar is when you leave.
It's like I do magic. I lift the guitar up, wave it in front of the screen, and I pull it down, and Dane's disappeared. It's almost like the curtain of a magician, and the girl in the box is now gone.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's say thank you to our sponsors. of today's show and tell guitar. Let's start by Vineham Custom Pickups. Vineham Custom Pickups, maker of the Mancuda Custom. Craig Vineham will make you hand-wound boutique quality pickups made for you to your specs. You tell him what you want, he will make it. You want something like a Duncan JB that sounds a little less muddy, he will make it. You want something to get the tone of your 1950s Les Paul back in shape, he will make it. Or they might have something ready to go to your specs already. Ask what color you want, they'll make it. They have just about everything. Vineham Custom Pickups, phenomenal. Everyone I've sent to Vineham has thanked me and said they took such good care of me. Vineham Custom Pickups, those are the ones you want. Also, Swiss Picks. Swiss Picks, I had them send CJ some. I hope he get them soon or has gotten them. Let me know. But Pete Pinchowski, owner of Swiss Picks, the greatest gripping guitar pick ever with raised holes. Look at that. For your grip. You won't lose these. These are the ones that give you incredible grip. Get the Jason Becker Blue Cheese one. They help Jason and his foundation. So get the Jason Becker Blue Cheese ones and tell them you can get some. You can get some at Zim's Guitars, or you could get some from Swiss Picks' own website. Swiss Picks, there they go. They're right there on the shelf, just to the right of your screen. There's a big display of them. Swiss Picks. Dane's not there, but go to Swiss Picks' own website also and pick up some Swiss Picks. Greatest gripping guitar pick ever. And you heard it first on Talking Guitars and 80's Metal Live. Check those out. Swiss Picks. Then, let's see what else we got. Johnny, when you, as a professional guitar player, want a kill switch for your guitar, Johnny Beane, Johnny Beane, where do you, yes, you, sir, where do you go? What do you get? What kill switch do you, as a pro, use? Which one? Please, Johnny, reveal the secret.
I use Tesi switch.
That's what we wanted to hear. You heard it, folks. Johnny Beane giving a testimonial because he uses Tesi switch. Tesi switch are the kill switches you want. They're the ones the pros use. When you want a kill switch, you go to Tesi switch and mention, Johnny, don't you get a discount for them from our audience?
Yeah, go to tesiswitch.com/shop. Code Johnny Beane 15. Nightbot
and you'll
has
get
it.
a discount on a Tesi switch.
Johnny Beane 15 at Tesi switch. I'm even on their website. You can go to their website and you can see this pretty face.
That's a gorgeous looking
without
website.
makeup.
That's a gorgeous looking website. Johnny will be in makeup soon, though. That's something Tessi's going to request. There's that smile. We're going to get Orbit as the sponsor, Johnny.
I wear makeup in bands all the time.
Dude, I wear makeup every job I get. Just a different kind of makeup. Although I have to admit, for the last movie I did, I could have definitely used that Def Leppard palette.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Also, Johnny, if you want a hot rod of guitar, let's say you wanted to get noiseless springs or special tuners or titanium bridge or all the super hot rod upgrades for a guitar you wanted, even a full hot rodded guitar, what website would you go to? I
actually do go to this website, fu-tone.com.
We all do, because fu-tone.com is the greatest website of full hot rodding your guitar accessories. Everything you want. You want tremolos, anything to upgrade your tone, your total performance, make your guitar more playable, make it better. Upgrade your guitar with parts from fu-tone.com. You want a detuner? You want titanium saddles? You want a big brass block? You want a stone block? They have it all. fu-tone.com. That's where you want to go. Check out what fu-tone.com can do for you. And of course, as you're watching this show, probably kicking back at home, you might want to get a little nosh in there. You might want to snack on some delicious, not Dane's earwax, Kernels gourmet popcorn and more. Delicious Kernels gourmet popcorn and more. Mama Kuda and I just enjoyed a huge pile of delicious Kernel. I love the movie popcorn. She loved the cheese popcorn and the Chicago mix. And of course, they have chocolate, they have nuts, they have candies, they have all sorts of treats at Kernel's Gourmet Popcorn and more. And when you mention Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon, you will get more product. They will give you more deliciousness. They will give you more bags of goodies, of yummies, more bags and product and bigger portions. Just mention Johnny Beane or Jay Hannon. Just do it casually. Don't seem like a grub. Just say, and by the way, you know who I heard of you from? The great Jay Hannon of the band Gizmochi. Oh, you know the great Jay Hannon? Well, yes, I do. And
used to.
You know what? And you know what? I believe that he told me to mention his name and you give me more product. Well, that's right. We're going to increase the size of your bags. We're going to throw in some extra candy and chocolate. We even have sugar-free stuff. Kernels, Gourmet Popcorn, and more. Thank you so much, Kernels, for your delicious treats.
So delicious.
So delicious.
It's so good.
Johnny, take that man out of your mouth.
So real quick, guys, I got a little story about this last weekend. So
about popcorn?
I had a gig, right? I had a gig. And so I had a gig at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And a couple hours before the show, you know, I'm hanging around and I'm like, man, I probably should go somewhere and try to take a dump.
And this
has
has
I'm doing well, and let's go up to the Rainbow. So I go to the Rainbow Bar and Grill, and we're having a couple of beers and stuff. And I said, I think I probably should sneak upstairs and see if I can take a dump before the show, because I'm really starting to feel it. And so I go upstairs at the Rainbow, and I find the restroom, and there was one dude in there and taking a leak. But
at the Rainbow, it could have been the women's room.
Yeah, so I make my way into the stall, and I'm like, God, I hope that guy leaves.
Was there a hole in the side of the stall?
I didn't notice that, but I'm sitting there, and I'm making some tone. I'm starting to make some noise, and I look at the back of the stall. I look at the back of the stall that I'm inside, the back of the door, and there's an FU tone sticker right there, right in front of me. Boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I finished doing my business, and I flush the toilet, and it starts like leaking out everywhere. So I just run off.
Wow.
But that was my.
So that was you.
But I honestly did see an FU tone sticker in the stall at the Rainbow Bar and Grill, West Hollywood. It was super cool. I'm like, wow.
Very
and
cool.
what's the guy?
They're everywhere.
That Faster Pussycat song.
FU tone, is it Alan?
Adam.
I have a feeling that Adam might have been there.
In the stall?
During NAMM.
Did he poke his pee-pee through the hole?
Nah, John.
So that's my story.
Adam is our friend.
Yeah, you don't say that shit.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Dane's in the middle of a potty story.
Yeah.
Hey, Mega.
But that was my story. FU tone in the stall.
Metal God 100, Johnny Beane, do any of your guitars have active pickups? Yeah, my Ripley does. Are you a fan of active pickups? I like the Bartolini in my Ripley. And that's about it. Cece, here's the needing to make an emergency drop. What?
I made a drop in the Rainbow. That's what he's talking about.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I did not flood the place. That was the made up story. But I honestly did see an FU tone sticker right on the inside of the stall.
Yeah, and FU Tone is a sponsor of this channel. And you don't make fun of them.
I wasn't making fun. I was not making fun. I was saying,
No, you weren't. John said
we're having fun with them,
but
John.
somebody did scratch.
Nah, but it's not cool, man.
John
Johnny, what is with you today? You're getting on me today. Why?
Huh?
Why are you getting on me?
No, because you've said a bunch of stupid shit.
I say a bunch of stupid shit every Tuesday. That's
but it's getting old.
All right. Well, like I said, I guess my time is up. I'm sorry.
There's the, I understand, because a couple of months ago I was all pissed off one night.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeah. And
Johnny's riding me tonight.
yeah.
Mhm.
You guys will have to just have a discussion after the show or before next Tuesday or something.
Or we could have it now.
Wow.
We could do it now.
Wow.
On the air?
You know?
On the air?
No, I mean, you don't make fun of F.U. Tone. You know?
Johnny,
it's not funny.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
It
That's-
was
I mean-
lighthearted though, Johnny. It was very
I'm
lighthearted.
friends with F.U. Tone too. So, like I said, we're just
Do you think
having
Adam
fun.
would appreciate you saying what you said?
I'm joking. I joke with Adam that way too. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Tell me, Johnny.
Well, the next time they're at NAM together, and if there's like a Will Smith slap, if Adam comes up to him and just slaps him, then John will know. I guess I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not cool.
I'm
It's
just
not-
having
it's not-
fun.
It's not, John, listen to me. It's not
Johnny!
professional. It's not professional.
It's not professional.
No.
It's comedy, Johnny.
There is that thin line between what's comedy and what's professional. And, depending on what mood, Johnny's in or John is in, then sometimes you cross the
Well,
line.
I'm friends with
Other
Adam, and
times,
I
it's perfectly
know you're
fine.
friends with Adam. And like I said, I'm not doing anything.
And I
but
would
having
never
some
say, oh, did he put his pee-pee through the hole? I would never say that. That's stupid.
Well, we're telling a story about Dane in a stall right now.
I
mean, we
was in
talk
a
about-
I mean,
bathroom
it's
stall.
Talk about
lame.
Dane having a glory
It's lame.
hole.
John, listen to me.
First
It's
of
not
all, you
funny.
don't yell at me, Johnny. If you want to yell at me, you
It's
can
not
yell at
funny.
someone
It's
else.
just not funny.
Okay, well,
not funny.
again, if you want to yell at me, you can yell at someone else.
Come on, Dane, say something.
Everybody leave a comment right now, what they think. Leave a comment. Is the glory hole, was that a bad idea to say that?
Well, we talk about it in your store all the time, and it's just a joke. It's part of the
Yeah.
joke. The show is a
We have
comedy.
running jokes that
We
every
do have
week
running
we
jokes.
sort of have the same jokes every week.
We do.
But I don't want to make Johnny mad.
I don't want to
enjoy
make
doing
Johnny
the
mad
show.
either, but I think he's getting a little bit on me. Now, Lindy has the right idea. She's in the chat saying, "Who wants a blowjob?" There is a breaker. There is an icebreaker. Thank you, Lindy, and thank you, Edna.
Last night I was pleading with my girlfriend, come on, honey, what about tonight? And she's like, maybe tomorrow night. And I'm like, well, tomorrow night I'll be at the Johnny Bean show until like 9 o'clock. And then, 8:39. By the time I get home, you're already going to be asleep. And so that's pretty much my life. Probably nothing going to happen tonight in that department. I got a guy walking around out here.
Bring him in.
Nope.
And that was the
There was
Dane
a
vagina.
real
That was the Dane sex report of the week.
There was a real pretty woman that had her daughter's guitar all set up. And it was right when the show started. And I'm like, yeah, we're talking 80's guitars. And she's like, I heard you. I'm a big Def Leppard fan. I will sit down for a minute. Okay, John, let's just leave the studio while he's
I'm waiting to see what Lindy does.
Okay, so obviously, Johnny, just, have a conversation and let's talk about what is appropriate, what's not appropriate. It's eventually going to change every month or so, something else.
I mean,
Well, professional is not having this conversation on the air, but Johnny wants to have it on the air. It's like,
well,
You
yeah, I
know-
mean, that's just
Okay,
dumb.
anything that has
okay,
to
well,
do
I mean, to
with-
say
I'm
something-
dumb.
to say something about-
I guess I'm dumb. It's like, I love you too.
No,
Lindy.
Yeah,
anything
you're
that-
stupid, man. You're really
All
dumb,
right,
man.
well, Johnny,
you don't,
I
you
guess-
don't, you just, you don't,
All right,
you don't
know
act
what?
like that.
If I'm stupid, then you have a good show. You enjoy your show. Okay? I'm stupid. Okay, I'm an idiot. What do I know
you
about
don't-
comedy? What do I know? I'm stupid, but thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that.
Yeah, he's upset. Maybe we ought to just show your guitar, John. Let's try to finish up on a good note here. And, you know,
Okay.
we'll just move on. Let's show the guitar. We got guys that are wanting to see. Nobody really wants to see the three of us or the two of us argue with each other or anything like that.
No, I come on here as a labor of love to entertain people. So, you know,
Right.
I definitely don't come to piss off Johnny, and I don't, come to be berated. So, but, like I said. Okay. Today's clue for show and tell was it's a heart attack. Johnny, if you would. As someone said on the phone, it is a BC Rich Gunslinger. It is a BC Rich Gunslinger. As we said, this is a 1989. This is one I had on a while before, but we were playing with it today. So he asked, can you bring it on tonight and show it on the air? And sure I can. It was close at hand. There you go. And the heart attack thing is, it's a cardiac graphic. This was very, very cool. Hold on. Johnny, take this as a thumbnail.
Got it.
Okay. It's a cardiac graphic. Someone mentioned Steve Lynch, and Steve Lynch was a very big influence on this graphic. But one thing you'll notice about this was done by Dan Lawrence. You notice the cardiac points are a little rounded. Do you see that? They're a little rounded. Steve Lynch's autograph cardiac was a little more pointed at the tops, and he was playing Jackson and Charvel at the time. But Dan Lawrence went over to BC Rich, did a very similar graphic, and these were very popular. They did them in all sorts of colors. They did them in orange, red. I've seen them in neon green, purple, pink, blue. And there you go. Very fast maple neck, my favorite headstock out there. Black, and of course that famous BC Rich cutaway at the heel. These are so fun. These are great. These are, again, some of my favorite guitars. I have a bunch of these. Love these. Like I said, if you're a longtime viewer, you have seen this one before. But it was out. And hey, you cannot see enough Gunslingers again. There you go. Quick and dirty, 1989 BC Rich Gunslinger. There you guys go.
Super cool.
Thanks, kids. All right.
Super cool, man.
We're at the 3-hour mark and a little tense tonight. So why don't we just call it a truce and give thanks to all of our channel members.
Is there anybody left at all in the chat still watching?
No, we have a full chat.
All right.
We have a
You
full
guys
chat.
are awesome for hanging out.
You are all awesome for hanging out.
I got a guitar. If you want to spend a few more minutes, I got a guitar to kind of show off this week. Are you guys up for it? Johnny, you up for it?
It's all Johnny.
Johnny?
Paging Johnny Beane.
No. He's pulling a Zim on you where he just leaves during the guitar part.
Well, I know he does, but I mean, he's got to listen at some point.
92 watching. It's
Yeah.
like watching.
No, please leave a thumbs up on the video.
Okay, there I am. Let me grab this guitar. You guys will think this is cool.
I'm sure it is cool.
I'm
There's
here.
John. There's Johnny. Tucking in chickens.
All right, guys. So to set it up, who was the guitar player of the Ramones? In the chat.
What was that?
Who was the guitar player, not the singer, not Joey? Who was the guitar player? The Ramones.
Thank you, Dan and Nick.
Somebody. Great show tonight.
Black
watching a
salami.
train wreck.
Black salami. The first time he likes the show. Excellent.
Finally.
Thank you.
Okay.
Steve Anderson,
Anybody.
dude.
Johnny Ramone, that's it.
If that's what it took to win over Black Salami, then we're going out with a bang.
This is the Johnny Ramone Maserati. Made in Japan. It's not one of the old, made in California Maserites. This is more of the
Mosrite.
modern one. And it's the Johnny Ramone. Right?
Mosrite.
Is that
Lower bottom horn that stretches out a little bit. Two single
Dane?
coils.
Dane, where is that made?
This is made in Japan. And by the Maserati company, made in Japan right here. And yeah. Really cool bridge. But I mean, the old American ones were, they're like thousands and thousands of dollars. This is the made in Japan version. It's really hard to find. It does have a little chip down here, which is a little upsetting, but really cool. If anybody is in one of those kind of, a couple of girls trying to get in here. Hey, girls.
If Mancuda's
Oh
not
my
on, we're
gosh.
leaving.
There's a couple of girls walking around out there. But this is a really cool Maserati. And anybody in a Ramones tribute, if you could get your hands on something like this, if you were the Johnny Ramone character, this would be it, man. A lot of them do have like a chrome sort of mini humbucker in the neck position, but they're single coils. And again, nobody has ever really seen a Maserati before. But
It's Mosrite. You keep saying it wrong.
Maserati.
It's Mosrite.
Mo's wrong.
Maserati.
I worked at a store where they had billions of those.
So this is not that special, you're saying?
No, it is. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, it's cool.
I think it's cool.
It's cool.
I think it's very
But I'm
cool.
saying that it's Mosrite.
Maserati. I thought I was saying Maserati. Was I saying Maserati?
You're saying Mosrite.
Oh. There it is.
You said
Johnny
it all right.
Ramone.
It's a very cool guitar, Dan.
All right. Thank you,
However
guys.
you pronounce it, it's
Thank
cool
you for
guitar.
letting me share
hold
my
on, hold on a
Maserati.
minute. Well,
My
hold on a
Maserati.
minute.
My
Yeah, you
Mose
can't
Mos.
just tease it like that. Is that guitar for sale?
It is. This guitar is for sale. Call me during regular business hours. If you are in a Ramones tribute, definitely call me up. You need this thing in your repertoire of guitars.
And how much is that?
This guitar, I have it at $1,800. Now, Johnny, you worked in a guitar shop that had a whole bunch of them. Is that a fair price?
Well, when I was there, they weren't that much.
Okay, well, times have changed.
They were well under $1,000
Well,
Are you
now it's
kidding?
but this is back in the 90s.
well now
Oh,
it's.
okay.
I mean, in the '90s, you could buy anything for very cheap. Everything was going out of style at the time. Now everything's a collector's item.
Mm-hmm. Steve Anderson, I'm so sorry, man. Our friend Steve Anderson said his mom passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Deepest condolences. That's very rough. Anyway, if anyone wants to contact Dane about that guitar, Dane, how do they reach you?
You can reach me. There it is. Johnny's got it on the screen, but also here's my card. And if we can get it to focus, there it is right there. 480-242-3742.
There you go. Very, very cool. And you
Thank
can call
you, guys.
Dane during business hours tomorrow if you're interested in that guitar.
You can put your blue jeans on, learn how to play some Ramones.
Put your Def Leppard makeup on.
Fun, easy songs to learn. Yeah.
I had their greatest. I had one of their greatest hits CDs. It was literally 30 songs of the same song.
Well, there you go.
Well, what was
the same.
Some of their cool songs. Then they have a song called Gina is a punk rocker.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Blitzkrieg
Gina is a punk rocker. They used one for years here in Santa Cruz because of the beach boardwalk. They have a certain song that they would use for that, which is Ramones.
What about Pet Cemetery? That was a good one. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
Sounds just like
I don't want to live my life again.
Rockaway Beach.
Yeah, rock away. Oh, and what was the high school one?
Not Gina.
What was the high school one that they had? Rock and roll high school.
Rock and roll high school.
Rockaway Beach. Is that it? Gina, not Gina? Okay.
You know, it's funny in the chat. Dick Gozinia has Johnny's face as their emoji, as their what do you call the little photo? Not emoji.
Avatar.
Avatar. Thank you. Dick Gozinia. That must be a French name or is that French?
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
The Ramones.
All right.
They are absolutely wonderful. James Gum.
Oh, they are. They are. I mean, the Ramones, again, going back to I mean, they're not blue. I wouldn't say blues, but yes, they are. They actually are. They're just like a sped up version.
Thank you, Taylor.
We're all going to kiss and make up.
Thank you,
I know
man.
John wants to kiss a bunch of guys.
I'm not kissing.
Yeah, and there will be no kissing on my end either. But thank you, Taylor. All right. So, anyone else got anything else?
What time do you open tomorrow, Dan?
I open at 11 a.m. and that is Pacific Standard Time.
Okay. And do they have to show up in person?
I'm doing a live stream on my channel tomorrow, believe it or not, with Robert's Guitar Dungeon. So do you watch any of his videos? Any of you guys in the chat watch Robert's Guitar Dungeon?
Cool name.
Any of you guys? He's done a lot of videos where he does the best 10 solid state amps, or he's done the 10 worst production guitars. He does those kind of videos. And
cool.
Yeah, you guys might recognize him. And so it's going to be tomorrow, 3:30 in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time on my channel, Zim's Guitar
I got it.
channel. Yeah, and
Man.
We're going to do a little, I reached out to him just thinking, I should find a YouTuber that is sort of, he's worked at a guitar shop. He doesn't play very good. Like I don't play very good. He does videos that are just videos, and some of them are good, but nothing is like outstanding. He's one of those kind of YouTubers. And now I'm not really talking shit about him, but he's a professional YouTuber, and I don't know. I think he's in the 27,000 subscriber neighborhood. So his channel's like 4 times the size of my channel. And so we're going to talk for an hour and a half or so. and try to tell some, old guitar shop stories or whatever he wants to talk about. But I think what I'll do is just take some of these guitars that I have laying around here and say, Robert, now if you were in a guitar shop, if you owned a guitar shop, what would you price this guitar at? And he said, oh, that looks like a $400 guitar. And then I'll look at the price tag and say, oh, you're wrong, it's $500. So maybe we can do stuff like that. But if any of you guys are interested, on the Zim's Guitars channel tomorrow, about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
What's his name?
His name is Robert's Guitar Dungeon. And I think he's on the East Coast.
Cool. And he's going to be on your channel tomorrow.
He's going to be on my channel tomorrow. So once in a while, I'll reach out to another YouTuber. And now if you reach out to somebody that's got, like a McKnight, 300,000, or Fluff or one of those guys, they're not going to do a little live stream with you. But this guy was gracious enough to say, absolutely, I'll come on there with you. So I'm looking forward to it. There he is.
Uh-oh.
I've changed my mind.
What's his name again?
Robert.
Kurt with a C.
Is this Robert?
AKA Warren DeMartini.
Hey. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hey, you're on the air.
Okay. The beef you had with Mancuda 10, 12 minutes ago, Johnny, he's doing comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I call in here. I watch this show for escape from normal BS.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it, and I call in and just joke around and stuff. But
yeah, I know.
You're gonna give him shit. I know, but if
I
you're
get
give
jokes
him shit for doing comedy, I'm out.
I get jokes.
It was a joke.
You don't joke about a sponsor.
Sure, I do.
He said he knows the guy.
I know the guy
do.
too.
Me and
I
my
would
friends
never
do
say
way
anything
worse
like
than
that.
It's comedy. Is
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know that I'll watch your show again. I dig Mancuda, but this that you're giving him shit. And you called him stupid. He's not stupid. He's the best part of this fucking show. I'm out.
See ya.
All right. Why don't we just cut the day short? Let's just announce thank you for our channel members. How about that?
Thank you so much, channel members.
Let's
guys,
read off the names. Let's give proper thank yous.
You guys are awesome.
Love and appreciate all of you. Looking at, hold on one second, coming up on my screen. Thank you, everybody, including channel members David Allen Wright, Mike Neese, Keenan Neighbors, Paul Martin Woods, Mr. Mick, Bubby Dukakis, Smallmouth Guy, Lawrence Christensen, Symmetry, Majestic, PB&J Cat, Warlag, Sherman Callahan, James 5150, James Gum, Wayno, Thomas Santiago, Vinyl Freak 5150, Dan Halen, James G, Music Therapy Laz, Andy Carson, Rick Green, Christopher Live, Sawa, All Dave, All Night, Murph Murphy, Steve Barton, Fernando Riley, Laguna Palms, Robot Master Switch, R2R3 Locking Nut, 6Chick71, John Morana, Hillary Lewis, Jeff T, 5150 TV, Kurt 5150, KXM Rock, R Habs, Stephen Franklin, Carol Hatcher, Sean Shreds, Margaret Scranton, Michael the Captain Smith, Jesus Rapes Me, Nicole Mrazek, False Flag, and we are looking forward to reviewing your new album, Ghost BC Rich, Hugh Caldwell, Jim Nicholas, Mr. BHB Jr., that's Bruce, Thomas Santiago, Lenny Lou, I hope you're feeling better, and my little geriatric sex kitten Mary, we love you. Bo Zeke, thank you for calling in today. The Chad, Brian Spalding, and Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael. You guys rock. Thank you so much.
appreciate you. We love you. Thank you, everybody.
Black Salami.
Black Salami, we finally won you over. It took
Thank you.
it took Johnny and I at each other's throats, but that's what it took. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. We love you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Where are we? Keep rocking, and make sure to tune in to Dane tomorrow. He's having, I forget the guy's name, but check it out. All right. Like,
Good night,
share,
everybody.
and subscribe. Johnny Beane TV. Good night.